It is it's part of the mythos that
Yeah, absolutely.
the two foremost scholars on this entity cannot agree on the correct pronunciation. Well, I think that we can agree that if we got the pronunciation exactly correct, we would go mad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
100%. Interesting. So I can start broadcasting to YouTube before I broadcast live to the Zoom people.
I can hear a little bit of the broadcast from somebody's speakers.
Sorry, that was me. Yeah.
Luke.
All is well.
I'm not going to watch the YouTube this time. It was not entertaining last time. There was no one in the chat but me. I said all my pithy statements just to myself, which was great for me, but
yeah. How does one even play a role-playing game?
Oh man, don't.
Good question, Luke. First, we have to decide what a game is.
What? Okay, I was going to say what a role-playing game is, but you're right. Let's back it up.
But first, let's start with what a game is.
Yeah, no, you're
right.
Now,
famously, can't be done.
Go on. I'm tweeting about you right now.
Perfect. Famously, the core example of a thing you can't say exactly what it is, but we all know. Let's go through some historical examples.
Oh yeah, let's.
Let's. You guys think that you're going to outlast me here, but I have a PDF of the Philosophical Investigations by Wittgenstein that I can call up in a heartbeat. So.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. We can still probably. I don't think we can outlast you.
I'm now reading from the first book.
I'm actually managing tabs on my computer right now.
Nice.
Have any of you? I know Tommy has, but have any of the rest of you played Spy Party?
I've never even heard of Spy Party. Is it a party with spies?
It's so good.
Christopher. Oh, you would love Spy Party.
Probably.
So Spy Party is a game that's been in open beta for like 7 years at this point. And it's been in open beta because it's a 2-player game that's just complete jank. But the jank is the point, and they've been trying to make it accessible this whole time and marginally succeeded.
It's a 2-player what kind of game?
It's a 2-player deception game where one player is a spy in a party full of AI controlled avatars.
Okay.
And they need to complete missions. And the sniper is like in a first-person shooter view outside of the party and is watching to see if they can tell who the sniper is and shoot them before the spy completes all their missions.
This is a video game.
Yes.
I have just now in this moment realized that this is a video game you're talking about and not a tabletop game.
No, it is a video game.
Oh.
It is a game for video.
And
it's very like it just because you're basically as the spy trying to mimic AI behavior. It just gets very, very granular very quickly.
I'm going to tell a joke just for Paul. You know who'd be good at this game? Dave Chalker. It's just a joke for Paul.
That was good.
It. Yeah.
I can tell how amused Paul is, actually. This is the most amused I've ever seen Paul.
The whole situation is funny.
That's a good point, Paul. Thank you.
Oh, shit. What are you doing?
The meta situation around it is funnier than the joke.
This is so often the case.
So often.
There are so many books and pieces of paper I'm trying to find right now.
Yeah.
I thought I had everything open, and I was wrong.
Fool. Just when you thought it.
We've all been there, man.
Yeah. But here I am. Okay. So one thing I added to the currency sheet this week. Hey, this has been a really good playtest for me.
Good. I hope we get credits.
Oh, fuck. Do I have to?
No.
No, I mean, it would just be the correct thing to do and also friendly.
Like, I mean, if you're an ethical creator, that's one thing. But if you're not, it's no big deal.
Yeah.
I know, but
it's just emotional labor we're doing. It's just time and energy.
I'm going to accept Paul from this statement, but for everyone else in this call, I give you an inch, though, and you take it all. Like,
Who, me?
What have I taken
look,
from you,
Come
Luke?
on.
I don't think that's
Crane.
true.
Luke Crane, what have I taken from you without giving back?
I put your name in my book, and suddenly you're going to be signing it to your fans. You're going to be like, oh,
Look.
yes.
Look,
That won't
look,
stop me, Luke. I'll
I
sign
would
anything
never-
for my fans. It has nothing to do with whether my name's in it or not. I have signed I signed so many other people's games with my name.
I would never do that, Luke. But if I did, would that count as running away with?
Would you say that counts as running?
It's more of a boasting thing, Corey. More boasting.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, hey, what's this? The acknowledgements for my most recent game.
Okay.
Maya Coleman.
Uh-huh.
And then, Luke Crane, second name, but that's fine. We're just friends, is all. And you helped us. Be as friends and you helped us. That's all.
I don't go around taking credit for making that a role-playing game to anyone who'll listen to me on the street.
You didn't.
The way
Are you
say
saying that we
makes
will?
me think you do. Hang on. I'm just saying if you're not signing copies of Inhuman Conditions, you're missing out.
I've
Right.
never
I have
signed copies of Inhuman Conditions.
I have a stack of signed copies of Inhuman Conditions here that I have signed.
Do you sign them Don Eskridge's Inhuman Conditions?
Just see how deep this rabbit hole goes.
All the way.
So
I mean, you could
got
sign
my
it Tommy
character
Morangi's Don Eskridge's.
That's true.
I still haven't switched your and Tommy's names in my in XCOM. So
Yeah,
I keep
why would you?
confused. I keep getting confused. I keep clicking on Tommy Morangi's and I'm like, oh no, that's my heavy weapons guy, Luke Crane.
Corey, my solution to that was I gave Luke the nickname Twombly Malente and then or whatever, and I gave Tommy Morangi's the nickname Lark Karn. And now the nickname
Lark Karn needs work.
No, but Cairn Karn feels appropriate.
How about Lark Carnival?
Ooh,
It's
it's
too
too long to
Won't
fit
fit
in
the-
next
yeah.
time, but
Mm.
it's good.
Whew,
Oh, I'm already gonna tell we're gonna have a good night.
a lot of pre-roll here.
Lark claim.
Spicy boys.
I prefer, if you have to, I prefer Ekel and Rub. So,
Oh,
or wait, Enarch, I don't know, or Ekel Enarch, whatever the fuck it is. Enrub is
Enrub is really
Enrub's good.
Really
I like
juicy.
Enrub.
It's
We're
really
gonna go
juicy.
with Enrub.
Enrub
It's-
is Burner, right? Or Renrub? Burner.
That's
Luke?
it's what Enrub Hubbard, founder of
That's the
Scientology.
guy. That's the one.
All right. So
Got him.
please go to Roll20 and call up your character sheets.
I'm already there. I've been there. I'm waiting
My
for you,
character sheet's
Luke.
been open for 20 minutes. Actually, no, it's been open for 45 minutes.
All right.
I am delinquent.
Please
I like your broccoli.
Thank you.
refresh your traits. That's the thing I added to the currency sheet this week.
Refresh my
Is
traits. What do you mean refresh my traits?
refresh your traits,
Oh.
right? So all of your traits get
Oh, I see
refreshed or
what you're
reset at the top of the session, and we've been forgetting to do that. So I want to give you everything that you're owed.
Oh, now that makes me suspicious.
That's real ominous.
Are you saying that you're going to give us credit in the book? Okay, traits. Traits.
Right. So there's a screen. Sorry for sharing my screen, but this is more for the viewers at home. But yeah, so this sheet tells you how to play Torchbearer. But, you know, mostly.
For certain values of tells and play.
Anyway, so although we're doing this out of order, I'm just pointing out that I made this change. One player shall now recount what happened last session, though.
We had a plan for this.
Oh, we had a plan
We
for
did.
this. It was Tommy, I want to say.
Yes, because
Yeah, because I already and I have my spell back already.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
yeah. When last we bore torches,
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
we began in the middle of what I would describe generously as a whoopsie, with a bunch of kobolds coming down the passageway. We tried to razzle and or dazzle them, but they, being kobolds, were mostly like, the food is pointing. Why is the food gesturing so aggressively? So instead, we fled down a hole with Kiar and Asterios carrying Tarvis the Tall. On their backs is not quite right, nor on their fronts, but sort of dangling
Like
him
1,
in
2, 3
exactly
jump.
the correct
like a
position.
5-year-old.
Yes, 1, 2, 3 jump, but what a jump it was.
Jumpered around
We
the world.
successfully eluded them, though Tarvis was injured along the way. That was the consequence we took for taking damage in the contest of flight. And we found ourselves, after catching our breaths, in a kobold's nest with a bunch of eggs. We also found ourselves not far from a ledge, and we snuck to the ledge. And Kiar climbed up there and had the very good idea of making a pants rope. With that pants rope, he hauled us up to the ledge, and Reyna definitely did not find any money in the pockets on the way up. The last scene, as I recall, is someone made contact with too many eyes. Like a number of eyes that shouldn't be the number of eyes for a thing, but it was the number of eyes. And we played what I would generously describe as a hell of a shell game with our checks. And that's where we are.
Yeah. One detail,
Please.
Asterios made a discovery as well up there.
Oh, I found that mask, right?
Yes. Found a really horrible
To be fair,
mask
I
that
found the mask
Kiar
and
does
threw
not
it
like.
at you, right?
Right.
Yeah, you gave it to me.
Yeah.
Or you threw it over the cliff.
Right. I found it on, and I threw it over the cliff, and it landed on your face, and you went, cool.
Well, it landed in my hands, and my friend told me to wear it, so I wore it.
Yeah.
It's not the last thing she's going to tell you to wear.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm sure all of them will be as agreeable as this mask.
Is this going to become erotic roleplay, Luke?
There are rules for that now in 2E. Good news. So maybe we'll play test those. That's my impression of Luke.
I had to not say a thing there.
Okay.
You did great.
What was that?
What did you have to not say?
What did you not say? Tell us what you didn't say. We won't tell.
Not while we are recording.
Oh,
Mhm.
I'll make a note.
Just put the timestamp on this one, and let's move on. So I believe we are well reminded.
I feel well reminded. I would rather not have been reminded about the eye situation.
Yeah.
So, Tommy, what trait are you removing?
Oh, yeah.
Angry.
Cool. Are you doing all right then?
Yeah.
That's not a trait.
Or a condition?
Or condition?
Condition, yeah.
Sorry.
Are you otherwise good?
I'm
Reyna?
otherwise good.
Nice.
So one, no, actually, I think you have plenty of details to begin. Like, do you need to adjust any of your goals or beliefs?
I need
Beliefs
to
are
my
good.
goal.
Creed is good. Goal is hella good.
Maybe earn the respect for this goddamn monster.
don't see any
I
monsters.
feel like my goal now is to it's almost to salvage my pride, but that's not quite right. My goal is to
Get out of here alive.
yeah, kind of, right, is to get out of here intact. I will leave intact.
What does that mean?
Perfectly appropriate goal at this juncture.
Thank
Does
you.
it?
You better, you're gonna have to make a case for it, because I know Kiara's gonna be like, oh boy.
Yeah, for leaving intact? No, I know. With this fucking ragtag bunch that's shooting for the stars.
Yeah. Anyone else need to adjust goal or belief or
I'm thinking about adjusting my instinct again.
or instinct? Okay, sure.
Yeah, in a position of weakness, always negotiate. I feel like it's failed me enough times at this point that even for the notoriously haggly Asterios Gorka, I might want something else.
You are so close. It's actually a good instinct. We're just not, the action of the story isn't quite meshing with it, but you can come back to it too. You can write an instinct and then set it aside, and then when you get into a more social situation, you can write in a new instinct.
Yeah, isn't that kind of cheese? Isn't that sort of cheating?
No, it's called playing the game.
Okay. I don't know which things are allowed and which things aren't. You won't let me use running for anything, so.
I believe you use it quite well to run away.
Yeah.
Hitch up your skirts and flee.
Oh, so flee is a synonym for running now.
When this is over, I will show you. I have the map, the new map in front of me now.
We don't get to see the new map.
No, that Michael Prescott is doing, and you'll understand when you see the map. You'll say, "Luke, you did a very poor job describing this horrible thing that we just did," but you will understand when you see the map.
Is there? Yeah, the one that I'm thinking of has something to do with like always gather information about my surroundings, or always try and gain, forbidden knowledge or something like that. But I don't know how useful that's going to end up being. Like I liked when you were talking about having an instinct about always mapping our progress in camp, I was like, oh, that seems like a good one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, always like search the area for magical phenomena. Is that what you're saying? Or
sure. Yeah, maybe.
That's a good one.
Yeah, okay.
I'll always be on the lookout for magical phenomenon.
Always be on the lookout for that, sure. Yeah, fine. Right. That will get you a free test.
We'll see. We'll see if it matters.
Everything matters.
To one degree or another. Okay, so grind is reset to 1 because you just camped.
Yeah.
Tarvis exited camp with some new information. Tarvis, you're good with beliefs and goals and all that stuff?
Yeah, I think so. I'm sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're sick. Yeah.
What the new information that I exited camp with? Now I'm trying to remember.
Let me give you some more information. So in the what's your light source? Torchlight?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So you have a fresh torch and a fresh candle. Is that what I'm
collectively? I think we do. I thought we had one of each left. I thought that Kiar and
you might want to before I begin describing the horrors that are about to befall you.
I have
it was an esophagus that I found. Like, is that what you mean?
Well, yeah.
There's not. Yeah, it's an esophagus. We're just going to go up it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So.
And I've got a torch.
You have a torch. Okay. So that means that everybody has light. Kiar and one other person are in the light, and 2 other people are in dim light. So this creature on the ceiling glint its black eyes glinting in the torchlight, staring down at Tarvis. Pauses a moment, goes still, and then scuttles past overhead upside down. And as it goes on its back, being held by its 2 hind legs, you see a bundle, a white, silky bundle, maybe yay big. And it scuttles past, like flickers through the torchlight and heads up the esophageal tunnel on the ceiling.
The throat.
Yep.
Very cool.
Oh, that's where we wanted to go.
Yeah.
That's where we're going anyway.
Can I tell, as a being who lives underground a lot and knows a lot about tunnels and in fact dwells in tunnels, do I know anything about this tunnel in terms of how difficult would it be to climb? Have I seen a tunnel like this before?
It's a naturally occurring tunnel.
Great.
Absolutely. Cool. It's a little slick. There's some moisture seeping in from somewhere. And it's obviously coming from farther up. But you've never seen anything quite like this.
Does folklore, like, do I have any folklore knowledge of spiders with bundles? Or
they often come for children in the night.
Gross.
Mad respect. Game recognized game.
Is the bundle full of teeth?
Could be. Not saying.
Ooh, that's quite valuable.
Right.
Takes a long time to collect that many molars.
All right.
With that attitude.
Um. Yeah. So Tarvis, you assess, and there's a little bit of seepage on the ground, and it's like the stone is white and green, and it's slick. It's not going to be just a free walk up there. It's going to be
Right.
like a bit of an effort to crawl up.
Just so we're all clear, there was another way out of the nest chamber.
Which you
the way
did
we
not
came in.
investigate. There
Right.
was some other dark egress
Right.
on the far side of the chamber from you, but that would mean descending back down amongst
Pants
the
rope.
kobolds.
Right. So it's not necessarily that we want to do that, but
And we have an egg. Somebody here, one of us took an egg.
No, I was considering taking an egg if we ended up in some kind of
Oh, but you didn't
hostage
actually take one.
situation.
Yeah, he
You're not-
contemplated egg napping, but then decided against it.
You're not gonna.
always
Have a
take
baby.
eggs. That should have been your new instinct.
Yeah.
Always steal an egg.
I'll end up with so many eggs.
What could go wrong?
And eventually, like all of these chicks.
What am I gonna do with all these eggs? Boy. I climb up the esophagus without stopping to consider the ramifications of how bad that could be.
All right, this warrants a brief rule discussion here.
I love it.
Hold
That's what we're
pause for just meta. The Asterios was the group leader for the first one for Skogenby because he discovered the lead and whatnot. We elected him. So who among you was the one who decided to go into this place, this horrible place? We do need a party leader for this to break any tide decisions or to stop.
I'd say it's definitely
PR.
Tarvis.
Hmm.
It's definitely Tarvis. Tarvis charged into the room and got injured to begin with because he was so excited about the inn, and then immediately took this dumb fucking quest because Tarvis wanted, more than any of us wanted to own the inn. I think Tarvis is definitely the one leading the charge here.
Seems reasonable.
Tommy, Christopher, any protesting there?
No, that sounds
that sounds right.
so right to me.
Just to clarify, right? So the party leader just breaks ties or settles any disputes about.
Since there's four of us and the party leader breaks ties, that'll work perfectly.
Sure. It's not party tyrant. That's what I'm saying.
We're all on the same team here.
Okay, so Kiara is eager to get started on the climb.
Yeah, I do it.
How do the rest of you feel about this?
Well, Asterios can't see any other way out of the room.
You have to crawl back down, right?
No. Never saw any other way out of the room.
Also true.
Because I cannot scout. So as far as he knows, this is what we have to do.
Right. Well, Tarvis, like when I mentioned that there was another place, Tarvis did as well.
Oh,
like,
okay.
As an option. Now, I'm not saying we should do it. It also sounds quite dangerous to run through a place that was obviously dangerous, whereas this tunnel isn't obviously dangerous.
I climbed the throat.
So,
okay, it's going to be a Dungeoneer test.
Oh, I'm so good at Dungeoneer tests.
Yeah. Is this something you all want to do together to get up together, or are you all just watching Kiara disappear into the darkness again?
Take the pants rope with me and pull you guys up when I get up there.
yeah, we're going to watch you disappear into the darkness for sure.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned.
I mean,
I keep I put the torch in my teeth. I tie the pants rope to my belt.
Wait, he's the only one who has torches.
Raina's got a candle.
I have a candle. But
I
really,
think
I was
I
gonna
have
say,
candles too.
I am willing to. I don't have Dungeoneering, but I'm willing to go up with you also.
Kiara does not have Dungeoneering.
No, I don't have Dungeoneering. I'm
Oh,
garbage
great.
Dungeoneering, and here I go.
All right, great. Well, can I use Scout to help?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so you're going to watch the two of them forge ahead, Tarvis and Asterios.
You guys
Yeah,
gonna
they'll-
help? You gonna give me a boost?
We're leaving. We're just gonna.
No, I mean, we
stay here.
can give you a boost. I just want to see, before Kiara went up.
They're gonna
and-
come with me, but
Yeah.
first I'm
to help
leading
pull
the
us up.
way.
Because there's no way that Asterios and I can climb this by ourselves.
I'm strong. I'll pull them up.
We need a
But
pants.
But it's pretty far, right? Like the pants rope's not gonna reach back.
Hands rope reach.
Yeah, well, we got enough pants.
I'll
Look
tie
at all
more pants
disappears.
to it.
The tunnel curves up and to the right into the darkness.
It's hard
Yeah,
to say.
I don't
But-
think
but,
that
like,
they're gonna be able to help us up. I think
No, no,
that
no,
we,
no, no, no.
if we,
it curves up and right, so I can pull you up to the pants rope at the curve point and then keep going. Like,
it's slick. This is not a good idea. We should just, if we're gonna go, we should go together.
All right, let's go.
You know, my aged master once said to me, "Never split the party."
but you can take more damage if you split the party.
What does Hatravash think about esophagus throat tunnels?
Yeah.
Silent.
She wanna
Yeah,
get
I
in my throat?
don't want to get in the habit of making Luke tell me what Otterbosh thinks about everything.
Mhm.
All right. So
What would it-
Asterios seems to want to come, Kiar.
That's great. More the merrier. I want to go up the throat. I care not if more people or fewer people want to come with me.
All right, I'll go with. We'll all go. If we're gonna go, let's
And
get
we can
together.
help each other.
We can help each other.
All right.
We're doing a
Well,
group
I think
test.
I think I'm the only one that can't help.
You
Right.
can all help.
We can all
um,
help.
because it's a health test, I believe.
It's a health
How
test.
are we gonna get a TPK without sticking together?
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I do help.
Yeah.
That way, put it that way.
Let me see.
What Dungeoneer, Kiar, for learning Dungeoneer, it's health, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay.
I've already got one pass on a engineer check. I'm like halfway there.
I've got to fail.
All right. So Kiar, so you get all right, so Kiar's leading the way. How are the rest of you helping Kiar get up this slick, narrow ascent? It's not steep, it's just a slope that kind of
Oh,
curves up.
Yeah,
but
I'm
it's
like
just
spotting handholds and crevasses and
I love it.
great, right?
pointing them out.
Tarvis,
so
Asterios.
I've got Sapper as a skill, which is quite related to tunnels in some way. Can I use my knowledge of tunnels from that fact to
Well,
contribute?
how do you like
Yep.
maybe how do you
Well, so when you're being a sap, when you're sapping specifically
When you're being a sap.
under a wall, when you're sapping, you have to build temporary supports that are later burned away, to destroy a fortification or whatever. And so looking at what is an essential like structural components that are safe handholds, safe places to hold on to, safe places to push yourself along.
sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have an idea too.
Hit me.
So I'm imagining that in my alchemical kit there are a number of powders, and while they may cause some like skin discomfort, drying out the hands will probably make it easier to climb up the slick tunnel walls.
Amazing.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
awesome.
it. Yeah, that's right. It only blisters your hands a little bit, Kiar.
Look at
A little bit of blisters never hurt anyone.
This is why it's a health test, guys.
Okay, so Kiara, it's health +3.
Yeah,
Halved
health. That's great, and I have it after the +3, right?
after the +3.
That's terrible. I don't want that. Okay, so I get, but it's rolled. It's rounded up, right?
It is.
I get 5 dice because I got a health of 6 +3 is 9, and half of that is 5. Everything's great.
That's right.
Right. I'm good at math.
You need to get 4 successes to get everybody up there
That's
safely.
not the number I wanted to hear from you, and thus I will begin to evoke things.
Does
Here we
anybody
go.
have, if you have equipment like spikes, a hammer, a pole?
I got a pants rope.
Thieves' tools.
What about garlic?
I can use a hand axe as like a.
It's a great way to. You can, if you want, you can spend your hand axe on this test, but
I
it'll
don't.
ruin the hand axe. Yeah.
I don't want that.
No,
I'm wearing the mask of the Lord of Terror.
that's making me climb more because I'm like, oh fuck, gotta get it. Shit, fuck, get away from this thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a PG rated stream, right? I shouldn't swear.
Whatever.
I've already broken the seal.
I cannot
okay.
not swear.
No, I hear you. So here's the situation, especially when playing Torchbearer. I
More
never
like Torch
remember.
Swearer.
Yeah.
Good
I never
point.
remember what points, kind of points to spend to invoke what things. I'm learning it. It's
I'm here to help you.
I appreciate that. How do I invoke my nature? What do I spend? Because like boasting, demanding, running, I'm not doing any of those things.
No.
So I spend a point to tax my nature.
Yeah.
What do I spend?
Persona point.
I spend a persona point. I knew that's what I was going to say. It's not what I was going to say. So I spend a persona point to tax my nature. Buddy, this gets me a +1 because my nature right now is 1.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Wait, your current is
Sorry.
before no. Before you add the dice before, so it would be 2.
Yes. It was a 1. I forgot to reduce it last time. I reduced it on the paper, but I didn't reduce it on the sheet. My nature currently should be 1 out of 4.
Oh.
So I spend it, which does the thing, right?
Pause.
Yeah.
Let's get you some dice. So I think
Uh-oh.
I gotta look at the rules here.
I don't like that.
No,
This sounds
good.
bad.
I have
is
one more
good.
clarification question about this too. Christopher said that Kiar has 1 past dungeoneering test, and with a nature of 1.
Oh no, my nature is 4. My current nature is 1.
Right. But so the total has to be.
It's the
reduced.
total that matters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Noted
Let me just check the natures.
Yeah, Paul. Right now, I'm in the process of fucking tanking my nature.
Mhm.
What is my nature? Spiritual stuff, I guess.
That's weird. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. No. I gotta scroll through.
Tommy, what is this
PDF.
face? Are you looking at something horrifying?
No, just the like spiritual stuff, I guess. Like, all right, well, that seems bad for now.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. I know this strategy will pay off in the long run.
Are those your broccolis? I'm so
Okay.
interested in these broccolis.
Yeah.
So Christopher, if you would like to have more than 1 die to roll right now, for tapping your nature or channeling your nature rather, you can just voluntarily knock your max nature down by 1.
Well.
And that will restore all your tax. So that'll take you to 3 of 3.
Okay, so I can take it. That'll take me to 3 of 3, but will that then spend 1 of my 3, taking me to 2 of 3? Or no?
Yes. Then you'll spend it to go to 2 of 3. Yep.
Okay. Well, so if I don't do the thing you said, if I spend my 1 nature, that takes me to 0 of 4, which automatically puts me at 3 of 3, right?
Yeah, but then you only get 1 die.
But I only get 1 die, and then I'll also get a die from fiery because I'm climbing like a madman.
Okay. All right.
Madman.
Right?
Okay.
Like
Yep.
from the Westchester Madmans.
Okay. So +1 die.
So I have +1 from fiery and +1 from my nature. My nature's at 3 of 3 now, and I have 7 dice to succeed on a 4. Huh?
50-50. About.
That's how math works. Yes.
And you can spend a fate point to
Binomial
explode
distribution.
6s.
Right.
But-
right.
Yeah.
So I've checked off my fiery for this session. I've taxed my nature. I've spent a persona point to do so, which leaves me at 1 spare persona point, but I'm at 3 of 3 nature, which makes it far easier for me to learn skills now.
That's correct.
By 25%.
Yep, by a lot.
Yeah. And I'm rolling 7 dice, and that's everything. Y/N?
That's everything. Yeah, Tommy, do you have a question before he rolls the dice?
So the reason, Christopher, why do you want just like if you want to be at 3 of 3 so that you can learn things more easily?
So I want to tax my nature down. This is making me doubt my choices here because I'm like, I kind of want to be at 3 of 3. So that, because right now I'm not super worried about this roll. If I fail, and I kind of want to have the 3 dice for something more important. But yes, Tommy, to answer the question that I think you're asking, I want to fuck my nature right up. My nature started at 4.
Because that's how you wrap back around and get it back.
Right. Yeah, no, I get that. I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
But
I figured I didn't want the 3 dice on this roll. I'll use the 3 dice on a roll where I really want to succeed. I kind of want to succeed at this.
Yeah,
if this
for
fails,
sure.
meh, like it's not a huge deal.
Yeah, the
Whereas there's gonna
spider
be-
throat. What could go wrong with a worse roll?
Right. Whereas if I get a 3 out of 3, if I can add 3 dice to like some really beefy attack or defend or like something really crucial.
I'll bet you have the chance to do that very soon.
That doesn't sound like me. All right. So
Fact
here
full of
we
wisdom,
go.
T.
All right, roll it up.
Other questions.
I'm gonna.
I'm rolling it. I rolled it. 1 success.
Oh my god.
The +3 dice would not have mattered, even if all. So I rolled 1 extra die for my nature. If I'd rolled 2 more extra nature dice, and they both rolled 5s, it wouldn't have mattered. I got 1 success. I rolled 3 1s, 3 3s, and a lowly 4. Luke, I fucking failed, and by a notable margin.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, not a lot of reason to keep sharing that screen then.
They can go away.
Wow. 1 success. Okay.
And like, it's not even. There's no 6s here. I can't do any rerolls or anything. I don't. This is odd job wise. Cleaning a throat is very odd job. It's the oddest of jobs I can imagine.
Yeah.
I was a chimbley sweep for a while. That's a fairly odd job. And this throat reminds me much of the chimbleys of Southumbria. No?
No.
No. Fuck.
Did you say that this situation is rapidly running out of hand?
I think you're running out of time.
There it is.
I think Luke Crane is running out of patience. Hey.
I've seen him get.
Yeah.
No. I've run him down much lower.
It's true.
It's true.
That is very, very true.
Yeah.
Everyone here knows that.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I die. Right?
Yeah,
There's 1 success.
There's that.
I die.
There's death.
Yeah.
Certain death.
Yeah.
Uncertain death.
Ooh.
Let me just check here. Yeah.
All right. Good talk, everybody.
I think there's really only one answer. I think you get up there and you see this, that where the kind of esophagus opens out into the stomach. I don't know. And like where there's a ledge and you can see like water kind of like seeping, just dripping. And Kiar goes to reach for it and slips and bangs his chin and sees stars.
Yeah.
And drops the torch and it goes tumbling and Kiar slides into Reyna and Reyna slides into Tarvis and Tarvis slides into Asterios and you
Can we go back down?
You slip all the way back down.
No!
Hit the desk, ride the desk out.
Oh no.
Crump, into the middle of the kobold nest.
Wow, this was bad.
Sometimes you just gotta twist hard.
Yeah, no, that was Luke. That was uniquely mean.
I am completely unsurprised. I was like, oh, we're in a giant slide over a pit of kobolds.
Yeah, okay.
I have a bet.
What twist could Luke possibly come up with in this situation? Seems safe.
Yeah, in the post game we can talk about all the various horrible things I could have done to you.
No, I think it's great. I'm not complaining.
Yes.
I love it actually. I'm just like, wow.
Ideal twist.
So yeah,
I'm glad I've got the bees now at least.
So yeah, you yes, I am too. So you land Tarvis like on the desk, like crunk. The legs snap off the desk, go skittering across the floor. The torch is landing, or torch lands in the pants rope and it's starting to burn the pants rope.
Pants rope. It was moist. I thought it wouldn't burn.
All of the kobolds in this room obviously start awake. Just
Yeah. We're fine.
And I think one of them in particular leaps forward in reaction. A particularly red specimen with pronounced ridges on its back, leaps onto the stump of a stalagmite and begins barking. There are about 15 kobolds in here who awake to the threat and who are summoned by their leaders by their leader's call, and also by the sound of a giant oak desk falling about 15 feet at velocity.
Do we break a bunch of eggs at least?
I think there's some goo on the other side of that
guys
desk.
I think we can do a fight and drive them off.
Maybe even a kobold underneath it.
There we go. 1 down, 15 to go.
We get XP for that, right?
Yeah, you get XP
In this
for that
game,
one.
a lot of XP. Okay.
A panoply of options are before you. Nothing is forbidden in this moment.
Fantastic. We can fight them to kill.
You could try to murder them all.
Yeah, let's make this a kill conflict.
Yeah, I think so.
Hell yeah.
Convince them that you are gods and this
Oh, can we haggle with them?
drop from...
Oh yeah, I have an instinct that says, "Oh."
Oh no! Did you change it? Changed it to get that egg.
Always get that egg.
Yeah. You do notice that the lead kobold is wearing some kind of like gem-studded collar.
Ooh.
Silver torque. With runes.
No silver torque, gem-studded.
Okay. Gem-studded silver.
And yeah, and you also, Raina, you just have a passing thought that fighting them from the top of that, ledge would have been much easier. Okay, what is the plan?
He thinks we have a plan.
I mean, I think I would go with either drive off or capture.
What if we try to go back up on that ledge and then do one of those things? But like,
well, we don't have any good way to get up on that ledge anymore.
That's true. It will be a bit of a struggle to get up there right now.
Right.
While kobolds are on your back biting your ears, not in a sexy way.
But like a maneuver action could potentially narrate that.
Nope.
No.
Not in this case. No, that would have to be established prior to the fight, and so there'd have to be some other something else would have to be done to create the room for you to get up there. You're just not in a position to like tactically saunter up there.
So tactically sauntering is out then. Interesting. Interesting.
Can we untactically saunter?
That's called fleeing. We can do another flee conflict.
You know what? Here's the deal. I'm just going to be real honest. It seems like fleeing is the smart choice here.
Yeah, let's not do that. We've done one of those already.
I know.
Oh, okay. You don't want to flee?
I don't know.
Hey, it's a playtest. Let's do the only one we haven't done.
Right.
Let's do capture.
Let's capture the leader.
Yeah, we'll capture. Actually, this is not a bad plan. If we capture the leader, like hold a blade to his throat and be like,
right. We can. Yeah.
I want to submit that negotiating with kobolds, even with a hostage, is a bad plan.
Let's do it.
I think we either want to drive off. Like, I think we want to drive off. What do we get? We'll capture and then what? Fucking, we've got this. We have to drag around a kobold hostage.
Well, specifically that, yes. And we get the cool gem encrusted torque, which I think Raina cares quite a bit about.
Right now, my goal is to leave intact.
But what do you mean by intact? Like with your
great question
pocketbook intact?
Fine, totally fine. Like physically intact.
But have you gotten what you deserve?
Maybe for
I think
trusting
you deserve
assholes.
this gem encrusted torque.
Is Raina having a moment of self-reflection here?
That doesn't seem right.
These guys are either all good or all bad, and I'm beginning to think they're bad. This might be a moral test.
Oh, I love it.
We're all bad? Is that what you're saying, Tommy? Us?
I'm not saying it.
Okay.
I would like to say, if you did slaughter these kobolds in their home, then you would rule this place.
Oh, do we need to slaughter them all when we could just capture the leader?
Yeah, we can just capture the leader.
Right, and it's the one. And Corey makes a really good point. It's the one test we haven't done yet.
Yeah.
If we're gonna get a playtest credit in this book, I want to make sure we earn it.
Luke, are we allowed to know what's at stake in a capture conflict?
Oh, that's a good.
Because like when we got into the kill conflict, I kind of just didn't know.
Right.
Well, if you lose,
he told us from the start, y'all might die. That's the thing he
but
said
I didn't
to
know
us.
how. I didn't know how we might die.
We weren't listening when he said that.
All right,
we're listening this time.
Capture obeys the standard dynamics for conflict and Torchbearer, right? You'll choose actions. You will have you will describe what your characters are doing to initiate a capture conflict, right? You will just like, so you don't actually get to pick your conflict. I pick conflict, and especially after a twist. You have to describe what your characters are doing to convince me to get the conflict you want. So, you know, if you describe, you know, rushing into battle and being like, we're murdering the fuck out of them, drive off. Like, cool. Yeah, we're going to drive off your limbs. So anyways, you have to describe your actions. The stakes of a capture conflict are, right, that you capture them. And you don't get to pick. You don't get to say, like, we want to capture that guy. That'll be determined. That will be determined by the results of the conflict. So if you get a total victory, then you will have your pick of the litter. If you get various stages of compromises, then we can negotiate, right? You know, if you come out of this with a major compromise, like, you know, you win, but you only have a couple hit points left, then maybe you didn't capture the leader. Maybe you captured, you know, some lesser functionaries or something like that. Anyway, the stakes, if you lose in a capture conflict, are very clear. Generally, it is you who are captured in a capture conflict. It's pretty easy.
Captured by kobolds is not the worst. It's got a nice alliteration to it.
And I will also let you know what the abilities are, because they are different. Oops.
So like, okay, I'm gonna be straight with you guys. In like, obviously running away is the safest thing to do here. Like from a metagame standpoint, but also from a metagame standpoint, it doesn't seem as fun.
Well, here's what I would say though, is that like I agree with your second point, but to your first point, the reason we're in this situation is because we
fled randomly to something.
Right. If you flee, you don't get to have you have no agency over what comes out of that.
Right. And that's not like me being ridiculous. That's really is true.
And then the thing about like capture or kill versus drive off is this is their like nest room.
Right.
You're gonna drive them off from their nest room. I feel like they want to fight to the death in their nest room.
We're not gonna drive them off. We're not gonna kill them all. Our options are capture or flee.
Right, basically.
And
we can't speak with them. Like we've tried to talk to them before, so the negotiation one really isn't kind of an option.
So like if we want to flee, we can, but what if we roll them bones?
Yeah.
My nature's refreshed back to full again.
Or kill them.
We kill them, we're gonna die.
Yeah.
I got the bees.
But
Ooh, yeah, you do have the bees.
Bees are back.
I think the bees work.
Bees work in kill, capture, and drive off, I think.
Yeah, I think they do.
Yeah, I like that you say that with authority. They work in kill, capture, drive off, I think.
Well, there's one spell that's only for murder that I don't think it's the bees though.
Give them the beesness every week. I'm sorry.
All right.
I think I did it too.
You know, it's right there.
All right. So you may have strategized a bit here. That's great. What do you do now? What do your characters do? You land in a heap, remarkably uninjured from the fall, cushioned by a plush carpet that kind of unrolls and softens the landing for you. You didn't really notice it in the pile of debris up there before.
That was my one success.
Yeah, and and of course by the crumbling wonderful desk. So you're in, you're 10 feet out or so from the wall. The ledge is up behind you. The kobolds are awake. There's one dead kobold underneath the thing. What do you do?
I think I'm not going to speak for anybody but me. I think we try to leap forward because there's this big red-finned guy who's blurping and blarking at us. I think we just grab him and like put a knife to his throat and be like, and I know you said we can't pick who we're capturing, but we could try. We could try to pick who we're capturing. See what happens.
We could also grab that carpet and
stuff it over him. Yeah.
Try and wrap one of them up in a rug.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some Three Stooges. So are we going for a capture team or do we want to flee? Because it seems like them's the options.
I deeply love a capture.
I know.
As an option right now.
Tommy, how do you feel? You all right?
Yeah, Reyna is like, yeah, I think this is a great idea. And I'm glad I had it. Let's do this.
Yeah. This is all your idea, Raina. I agree.
All right. So Kiara lunges for the ridge-backed kobold. Asterios grabs the rug and tries to throw it over some of them. Reyna, Tarvis.
I want to try to knock some of them out. I want to capture more than just the leader, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I think that if we have a larger group of hostages, at least like one each, that it'll be a lot easier to get out.
How does one knock someone out?
With a sling. I've got like David and Goliath, like I've got the rocks in my sling and I want to hit him, wham, right?
How is that different from cracking their
He's not trying to kill him. He's not trying to kill him.
Right, but okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you whip a few sling bullets out there, like, look, you've got health insurance, kobolds. You'll be fine.
Right. I mean, like, I've only got to severely injure rather than kill one of them, right? For him to be captured, or her,
Sure.
or they.
Reyna.
Y'all.
I want to turn the desk on its side.
No, it's crumbles.
No,
Right?
Okay,
sorry.
There's enough wreckage there to turn it onto its side. Sure.
Yeah, I want to make a fort out of the desk.
There's other debris for a fort too, I think, actually.
Desk fort and defend it.
No, well, I think I would say like maneuver behind it, right? Like just make that a base of operations.
Yeah, I'll come hang out behind it with you, actually, because I've got a kind of a ranged threat if I'm gonna try to shoot slings out there. That's a good idea.
Yeah, and then I brandish my hand axe.
Okay. All right. We'll go. I'll be generous here. We'll go with the capture.
You don't have to be generous, Luke. You do what you feel. We're fucked no matter what.
I mean, the point of this is to create like a fort to retreat to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right, but I could also. We'll talk about it later. I'm fine with it. I also would like to play test with you all. I am here for playtesting purposes only.
Oh.
And not to have fun with your friends.
Never.
No.
And certainly not to, have my friends have an enjoyable time. That is the farthest thing down my list. Okay. All right. This is a swarm of kobolds.
Cool.
Yeah.
They follow swarm rules?
They do have swarm rules.
Oh, what are the abilities, actually? You never told us. You said you were going to.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, well, I wanted you to commit before I told you what you'd won.
That sounds like you.
Classic Luke.
Look, it's a role-playing game. It's not a co-op strategy game.
The line between those two things is incredibly fuzzy.
We'll talk more later.
Ooh, you're in trouble with Dad.
Who's dad in this situation, Tom?
Luke.
Okay.
Luke is dad.
All right.
Fighter for attack and maneuver. What?
Love it.
Hunter for defend and feint.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's
All
exactly
right.
what I'm trying to do. Maneuver.
Who's got Hunter? Anybody?
Me?
No.
Oh, I do.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
cool.
goodness. Thank
Yeah.
goodness.
I also have a fighter, so I can do either one of these.
Yeah, I am unsurprisingly decent at fighter. I've never used it before.
And so Swarm specifically allows me to use Arcanist for attack actions, right?
Yes,
And not the other ones.
correct. It's specifically for the attack action. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're real good at winning fights quickly, essentially, with Swarm. Because
Yeah.
nobody wants to fight you anymore
Yeah.
with the bees.
Luke,
Yes.
if I were using, so fighter's a health-based skill. If I were using health, and if I had no points in fighter, I'd be using health, but half of health, right?
Yeah.
Health / half of health is 3. But for me, my fighter skill is 2.
Yeah. You've never had that where you have plateaued, where you've learned a thing and then suddenly you're worse at it? Anyway.
Okay.
Not the first
All right,
time. Not the
okay.
first time a player's run that shit by him.
All right. Okay. No, we're good here. No, I'm convinced.
Welcome to my lived experience.
All right. No, that's
Um,
fine. Yeah.
Fighter allows you to the benefit of having a skill of 2 is that obviously it will advance, and
also you get all of aid instead of just half of aid.
right, you get right. You get the whole shebang there for help, and you can help other skills. Health can't help other skills. Health can only help health and will.
Yeah. No. Cool. I'm convinced. I wanted to know your reasoning, and your reasoning was perfect. It was great.
Right.
It was great. I loved it.
So, okay. You actually, there's so many kobolds here that they may not actually be able to help. There's a too many cooks rule. If I can't assign them all a hit point, then they can't throw in a helping die.
Great.
So
all part of our plan.
the swarm rule means that they go up to might 2.
Oh, that's our might, right?
Nope, we're 3.
Oh,
You're
we're 3.
Yep. Okay. That's that. All right, let me get the conflict sheet up. How does this even work? We're on the conflict sheet. Oh, that's why you can't see this, because you're not on the same sheet as me. That's great. There, look, attack and maneuver fighter.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So conflict type capture.
Man.
Might differential is correct.
While he's talking about that team, amongst ourselves, who's going to be the captain of this?
Well,
Yes.
what did the hit points depend on?
That is a good question. I'm gonna have to look in the book.
You can only hold that face for so long.
Conflict.
Probably fighter would be my guess.
Actually,
it's
get to
gonna be-
choose
it's gonna be
fighter
the
or
way.
hunter. I think.
Oh,
Who's got what in fighter / hunter?
I've got
fighter.
three in fighter and 2 in hunter.
3 in fighter, Paul. Look
Yeah,
at
2 in
you.
fighter.
You're good at fights.
Yep.
If you got 3 in fighter, you should lead this.
It's the only skill I've ever succeeded at in this game.
I've never used fighter. I'm confused as to how I've never used fighter in this game.
You did defend a lot.
I do
Yeah.
defend a lot.
Yeah.
Now, Luke,
Sir.
we level up as soon as we hit the number of checks in skills. Is that right?
No, when we get to town after we do
Whoa,
that.
no, slow down.
In skills, yes.
Two different terms being mixed up here. You advance your abilities, your skills and abilities, as soon as you fill the requirement.
Thank you.
You
And
level up, which will get you a new level benefit when you return to town if you spent the requisite amount of rewards.
And
Thank
the level the skill level benefit, the skill rating benefit. I'm using all the wrong words. The skill rating requirement is a number of
N
fails.
successes and N-1 fails.
Right. So, right. Cool. So I should have Dungeoneer already then, because I have 1 pass and no fails for Dungeoneer.
To open a new skill, you need to have
Oh, it's your nature.
attempts added
It's your
equal
nature.
to your nature.
Yeah.
So you need 1 more Dungeoneer test, and you'll get nature. You'll equal your current nature max, and you'll get the
My
skill.
nature makes
Or
it
you-
3.
Or you,
Sorry.
Right.
right.
So you should have 2
You got
Dungeoneer
2,
tests
right?
right now.
Oh, I do, and I failed 1.
Doesn't matter. Pass and fail doesn't matter for learning.
Right.
Oh, well.
So
now
if
I
you
know.
drive your nature down to 2, you will also instigate.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna, Paul.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen.
All right, I'm gonna roll a giant
this
pile of
comp-
dice here.
conflict.
Probably fine.
I wish.
It could.
I'll bet this is going to be fine.
I'm gonna share.
I wish
Actually,
you wouldn't.
oh wait, I just need to check the giant pile of dice.
God.
Oh no, I don't actually need to roll the giant pile of dice.
Well, that's
They're actually good at capture conflicts.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
hell yeah. Kobolds.
Can we join them? Can we just become kobolds? What if we all just become kobolds?
Well, that's the next plan after we get captured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We join
Yeah.
their team.
Yeah.
We slowly learn koboldish in prison and then
Koboldy.
convince them.
So as we said, there are 14. I'm gonna need some more of these dots.
Sure.
Need is such a strong word there,
Yeah,
isn't
you're
it?
right. I
And yet-
desire more dots.
Okay.
Demand additional dots.
Okay. So who's the conflict captain? Who's rolling for they
Tarvis.
will roll?
All right.
Tarvis, great. So Tarvis is going to roll fighter.
Yep.
We've already described your help, so get in there.
Great. What do I add to? So we've got help from everybody. So I get my fighter skill, which is 3 plus 3 dice for help for my friends, and
you add to will, I believe.
Yeah, Tarvis, you're way better
Great.
for this than I am.
And I'm actually going to use my foolhardy trait here, I think, because this is kind of a ridiculous plan. And Tarvis was really into it, and we're like, we're going to go capture the leader of these kobolds while we're surrounded by the entire kobold army.
It's great.
And that feels pretty foolhardy to me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I love it. This is a ridiculous plan. This is like, some Ghostbusters action.
Yes, it's
Get him. Okay. Roll them up. Let's get some hit points on the board for
all
y'all.
right. So that's 7, I believe. 7d6.
Hold on. Are you saying, Luke, that they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Just
8, 9, 10,
16.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15? Did I count right?
That's 16.
Be an even number.
Yeah, 16. Because 7 plus 7 plus 2.
My screen might be showing something different than yours.
Well, I rolled some dice.
I see 15 dots here on the roll 20.
I've got a question. Can I spend a fate point to explode my 6s?
Hell yes.
I will do so.
Dope.
Because
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because
My
I've got
screen's
4
not showing.
successes right now, but I'm going to spend a fate point because I've got excess. And I'm going to re-roll 3 of those.
Big money, big money, big money.
And I'll get 1 more success.
Okay.
There we go.
So that's 5, and then my
5.
will is 5. So we have
Whoa!
10.
Wow.
Good job, Paul.
Okay.
Saving our bacon.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do this.
Maybe.
So defends are based
And then
on
Luke just goes ahead and adds the 10 to them instead.
You're right.
They're good at capture conflicts.
So they're
guys,
good
that's
at
how
capture conflicts. So what that means here specifically?
They captured your disposition.
Guys, there's a new rule. There's a new rule that just happened just now.
Playtesting.
Yeah.
I just thought that they really just, they just don't feel powerful enough in the capture conflict.
Mhm.
Okay, so Tarvis, divide your hit points between your team.
All right, great. So Hunter is used for defend and feint, and Fighter is used for attack and maneuver. Does anyone else have Hunter
No.
besides Tarvis?
It's you, man. And
Who has-
you have Hunter, and yet you're also the best fighter. So
Right. Who
riddle
else
me
is good at
this.
fighting?
Me. I've got 2.
Oh, I'm going to be extremely.
Oh, you're
good
going to be
at fighting.
great at it. Yeah.
I'm
Because of the
gonna
bees.
have the bees.
Right.
So everybody's good at fighter, and you're the only one that's good at Hunter.
Right. Okay.
Paul.
Yeah. So we
Oh,
should
wait.
go 3-3-2-2. So I should probably have 3.
Yeah.
And if I'm leading it. And then I feel like a stereo should because of the bees.
Sure.
I got that.
The
Essentially,
stereos
give
will
me
be-
fighter 4.
Right.
Oh
which
yeah.
is really
He's
good.
the
So then,
easiest.
yeah. So then 2 for each for Reina and Kiara, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's so much 2 health. That's abnormally high for this group.
Mm.
That's,
Yeah.
It
that's
is. All right, so
A
3 for
surfeit.
Asterios and Tarvis, which is still spelled Tavris.
Yeah.
oh,
Travis.
Sorry,
Asterios and Travis.
it's the old edition. Yeah,
Okay.
wow, you have a ton of hit points for this fight.
You've got
Um,
16.
Yeah, but there are 14 of them, and there are 4 of us.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna play with boss monster rules here.
Great.
The tabletop game?
Encountered your first boss monster in the Sawback Kobold. So I'm going to assign 4 hit points to them, which means actually that they have to drop 1 member of the team. As I said, everyone needs to have a dispo point. So each one of these points represents a kobold, and so there are
Okay.
12,
okay.
12 kobolds there and 1 boss monster here.
Yeah. 13. We got it down 1 already.
Yeah, well, that was the one. Let's say that was the one
It's
under
under the desk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boss monster can assign damage to minions.
Sure.
Great. Hell
So-
yeah.
Naturally.
So yeah, you know, you can take an action, clobber y'all, and then if you do damage to them, they can just knock minions out.
Great.
Okay.
Love it.
I just needed to do that before I choose some stuff here. As I choose this, I'm going to say maybe the obvious thing that we don't really want to talk about here,
You don't need to say it.
which is I'm going to roll 13 dice at least.
Okay.
Yeah, on my first attack, which is a lot, or whatever. My first action, I'm going to roll roughly 13 dice, depending on what weapon I choose. And I will tell you that in a second. But
There's weapons.
any
you will.
damage that you do to me, should you be able to survive, the wave of kobolds that are about to swarm you, any damage is basically one die off for my next roll.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
I have
Your
a
next
pile
roll.
of dice, but I'm very brittle.
Right.
Very glass
So-
cannony.
Right. So this is a great time for hand axes or bows if you had a bow.
Have you chosen your?
I have selected.
I sort of feel like we should do attack, defend.
But if we get wiped out by the
On the
first,
first action. Yeah, we might want to go defend,
Attack.
attack.
Or attack, defend, attack.
Or we might want to go
Yeah.
maneuver, defend, attack. If we want to play risky.
Do we want to play?
I
I feel like playing risky is attacking 13 kobolds.
Yeah.
Well, we're already there.
Well,
Yeah.
I think what's more risky, like the way we win this fight, I think, is by getting rid of them quick before they're
yeah, we got to get
at
those
least getting their
attacks.
numbers down really fast. Like
Yeah.
we've got. I feel like we have to attack first because otherwise they're going to get 2 rolls with 13.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
a
sounds
successful
miserable.
defend is like what we want is a defend after we've taken damage. From
Right.
13
Yeah. So we
dice.
go attack, defend, attack.
Yeah, that might be the right thing to do. Yeah, that seems pretty legit, actually. So I think I'm the best defender, actually, because I've got a.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hunter.
You're the only defender.
Okay, so then, who wants to be the attackers here?
Probably
I'll-
Asterios, right?
I'll
Yeah,
go-
Stereos
I'll
because
go
of the
full
bees,
bees.
for sure.
Yeah. Oh, you
And
never
then-
go full bees.
And then, does Kiara want to spend the?
I'll do
uh,
whatever. Like I have fighter and I have no hunter, but like if you throw me into hunter, I'll get
No,
half my
we'll do-
health, right?
Well, do,
So,
do,
like-
fi- do fighter, and then you can put your nature on there, whatever, so that you.
Right, yeah,
get
yeah.
much
Yeah, I'll
closer
do
to
that.
and
learning
then I can
engineering.
lead with fighter next time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Great. Hell yeah.
None of you are hungry or exhausted, right?
I have no conditions.
Same.
I'm sick. That's my problem.
Great. All right. So you're -1 die to these rolls.
Right.
Okay.
So, okay. So that's what we'll do. We'll go. How do we do this?
Sorry. So do you want me to select your?
Yes.
All right.
I was trying to do it and
What do you got? What?
cause problems. Attack, defend, attack.
Hmm. Let the dance begin.
I somehow, when I tried to click on stuff, made my
That's right. All right.
green.
So
weird
I got you. All
There you
right. So can you flip your card?
noise.
The bottom row
Let
of
me
the
take a look.
cards.
Attack.
Great.
There.
So yeah,
Nice. Yep.
they just.
Here we go.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot to do weapons, but so
We don't need weapons where we're
you,
going.
you smell something burning.
Oh, good.
You smell something sulfurous and burning, and they just like bark, yodel, howl, and they just swarm you. There's so many of them. There's 4 of you, 3 times as many of them. Yeah, and like they start showering you with tiny bombs,
Oh,
like
bombs.
flashbangy
Bomb
bomb.
shower. Bomb shower.
Yeah, they so that's their weapon.
Surprisingly advanced.
Wow. Racist.
Yeah, they're trying to stun you. What?
Just because they can't be reasoned with or negotiated with at all, they
This could be bad. Who's attacking?
I am attacking.
All right.
Asterios.
Is Swarm
bees are just a kind of bomb. If you
bees are
think
just
about it.
one. Oh wait, I'm in the wrong book. Is Swarm helpful here?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it lets me use my arcane instead of fighter for attack.
it's way
Right.
better.
Yeah. Yes, that which is very good. Very, very good. There's another, I just want to make sure, because there's another thing it could do, which could be even better.
Of better.
I just want to say the book is at the point where every time I adjust one thing in the layout, everything breaks, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
driving me fucking crazy.
So you're saying that we should keep coming up with things that you need to change, and
Yeah.
thus makes you lose your mind.
Yeah. Oh,
Cool.
God. All right, spell list. I'm in the spell list. I really can't wait to have books. I hate PDFs.
You're gonna have to wait. I know you're an eager Kickstarter backer who really wants it now, but Luke, it's gonna be a minute. You just got to be patient.
Yeah, I know. All right. Yep. Magician pulls a swarm of enraged ethereal hornets across the Shroud of Worlds to harry and harass. Use the Arcanist skill to attack and place the required skill or ability in kill or drive off conflict.
What the fuck?
Oh no, we don't have bees.
We
It's fine.
specifically, oh man,
I'm
we
gonna
specifically-
let it ride. It's my bad, Corey. It's fine. It's fine. Maybe I'll even change it.
Oh,
Ooh.
that'll
I'll
make you
even-
redo the formatting.
All right. +1 if you are angry. +1 die to this.
I'm not angry.
I mean, you, Corey, are angry. Corey, are you gonna describe you taking off the gloves and the bees doing their thing again?
The bees, I start to take off my gloves, but the bees crawl up my arms, up my neck, and come out of my mouth.
These bees
Okay.
really want to be out.
Yeah,
They're not even bees; they're hornets.
yeah,
Bees
Yeah,
are just more
but-
fun to say.
yeah, bees is way more fun to say.
Yeah.
They're colloquial
No,
bees.
I feel bad about this now. I feel like I'm taking advantage of Luke's generosity.
No, you're not. This is what playtesting is all about, my friend.
I'd rather just die.
You're probably
Then
going to
accept
die.
help. Then accept help from Luke. Then to
Yeah.
worry you might not
Yeah.
have earned something.
Yeah.
This is true. This has
Yeah.
caused much bigger problems than this one, you guys.
Yeah. All right. Here I go. So the bees come out in this cloud. It's like, oh, there's 13 of them. That's cute. There's 4 million of me.
Probably not 4 million.
Yeah. Well, look, I don't feel like counting now. Bees are coming out of my mouth.
Kiar, Tarvis, Raynar, anyone helping?
Oh God. I don't know that I can bring myself to help with this.
I am staying out of the way behind a desk, but
That's not helping.
I'm helping by not slapping my hand over Asterios' mouth and tying his jaw shut, which is what I want to do, but I'm not doing that thing, mostly because he's wearing a terrifying mask that I am afraid of.
Wow. Yeah. Tarvis, how about you?
Yeah, I'm trying to justify. I think that this is the situation in which I will say Tarvis doesn't help.
Wow. Nobody is helping.
How do I help?
Mechanically, we want
Like-
to help, Corey, but bees are streaming out of your mouth, so fuck you.
I will be able to help later, but this is so horrifying.
No.
This
You're your
is
Can
job
I-
too well, Corey.
Let me ask you this. Can I, you know what? I want to help using like Huldra Call. Like I want to
There you go.
like,
Secret
make
troll.
this an even more horrifying situation for them. Like bees and a troll.
Oh, wow. So you want to like Hulk out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have we seen you do that before?
Yes.
Yeah,
One
Kiar,
long
I
time.
did it to Kiar.
A
So
brief
I
flash of it,
wasn't
yeah.
conscious when it happened. I was like, out of
Yeah,
my
I don't
mind.
think any of us have actually seen
Right.
this.
That's what I
So
thought.
I was present for it, but not conscious. So none of us as players have seen it.
Right.
I mean, none of us as characters have seen it.
characters.
As players, we have.
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What does it look like when you do that?
Reyna becomes hideous.
Yeah.
And also Reyna is very strong. Always, but when Reyna exerts this strength, Reyna becomes hideous. But if you want to embellish more than that, Tommy,
I think hulking out is a good way to put it. I'm starting with just like a guttural yell, like a kind of hideous yell, and my tail becomes much more apparent. It just kind of sweeps out behind me. And I think that it would probably, if you were there, you would probably wonder like surely when this is all over, that hair will look like a cartoonish wig. Like, there's no way this will not. You are convinced that like there's no going back from this, but it'll be fine.
This is great. I can't see it because
You're vomiting
saturated
bees.
with
I know.
bees. Yeah,
I know, bud.
But it's helping.
which is So Asterios now is going to be the only person who hasn't seen this. But I'm also going to use my wizard sight trait.
Yes,
It is a dimly lit room, but I can see through the ultraviolet vision of my bees.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm just going to try and stack as many dice as I can on this. I can only invoke one trait, right?
One trait.
Yeah. I don't think. I mean, none of my nature descriptors apply here, but I could use persona to add nature anyway, right?
I don't know, running.
Stop. Yes, you could just toss it in anyway and just pay the price.
Yeah, I think it's worth it in this case for 3 more dice. Okay, that's 9d6. And there's no other way to get dice, right?
You could just spend persona points 1 to 1.
And then exactly. Yep.
I only have 1 more persona point. I think it's probably better to reserve that.
I think that's
Save
probably
it.
true.
Yeah. Okay.
We at Burning Wheel headquarters, we call our last persona point the will to live, and we try to never spend it.
Okay. Well,
so whatever that tells you.
We'll fucking see. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna roll my 9 dice against your 47 dice.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's a lot of successes from you.
Yeah.
It's 5 successes from me.
And do you have a fate point? Because you got 2 6s there.
Yeah, but the problem is that we're going to get taken out of this immediately.
Yeah, but the more successes you get here, the better it's going to be.
It makes the compromise better.
I'm for sure going to spend a fate point to re-roll those 2 6s.
Yeah.
Wow, I never roll like that. This feels great.
Are you going to spend a fate?
0 successes.
Not spending a fate point. You also get +1 success for the might differential.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Luke, does the GM have the equivalent of fate points that they can spend to re-roll their 6s or anything like that?
We've played with that rule. It's generally too cruel.
Okay, I also think it's too cruel, but I was curious if that was a thing that was available.
We go back and forth on giving like main NPCs fate and persona, but having a badass NPC like tap their nature on you and just like blow you out of the door is just really not a great feeling. Like we've done it in playtest, and it just feels like suddenly someone else is the hero, and I'm just like, wait, what am I? Why am I here?
It's weird to hear you use that objection to a rule.
Yeah,
but it's nice.
I agree with your choices, but it sounds like a very non-Luke Crane choice.
Right. It just feels really bad to have happened to you. Oh, okay.
So that should be an automatic shoe-in. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I have a bad dial, and bad and really bad, are different places on the knob.
I got 6 successes, and we're all captured.
Yes. That is what happens.
Yes. So you.
But there will be compromises.
Yeah.
That was a quick combat.
Yeah, that you knock them down. You don't knock them down to half. So you get a minor compromise.
Damn.
How bad can that be?
So this is literally no different from if I had inflicted 1 damage.
You needed to get. Look, man, I can't help it that you're bad at rolling dice. You needed to get.
No, there's
a couple successes there.
The fault to the people to blame here, Corey, is us, because we looked at 12 plus kobolds and went, yeah. Like we knew going into this is a bad idea.
I can't believe I let you all get me into this.
We wanted to see more of a capture conflict.
So now
we only saw this much of a capture conflict, but we got to see what it's like.
Yeah, we got to see the opening of a capture conflict.
Turns out they're bad. Let's never do them again.
See what being captured is like.
Yeah. If you had got 2 more points, you would have got down to compromise.
Well, I'll spend my fate points to give us pluses to that.
You don't happen to have you have politics wise. What's your other wise?
Glamour wise and ill-faring wise.
Oh, this is ill-faring.
This is ill-faring.
Yeah.
Do you want to use glamour wise to this is a place where you could totally use glamour wise.
What?
to try like make it seem
Because of
like
the
there's more
bees.
bees or something. Yeah, sure. How
You
do
said
I
4 million
like,
bees. Let's
what does
use
that
4
what does
million
that
bees.
give me?
That will, if you spend a fate point for it, it'll give you 1 die rerolled. If you spend a persona point, it'll give you all of your failures rerolled.
So what you're saying is I should use my will to live here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was
And-
going
Alright,
on my
guys.
turn.
And
Yeah,
since you
I'll-
already spent the 6, the fate point to explode your 6s, if you get any 6s, they'll automatically explode.
Oh, cool. Okay.
What's the
Let's just
downside?
roll a bunch of 6s. You could win this.
So I get to re-roll
4 dice.
4. Hey!
So good. That's so good. It's so good. I love it. That was definitely worth
Fate
your will to
wants
live.
us to be captured with a minor compromise.
Oh, we knew we were going to get captured.
yeah,
but
no,
the
but with a
trick
minor
was.
compromise, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Man, I
Um,
spent 2 persona and 1 fate on that roll.
You remember when
To
I
get-
rolled 7 dice and fell down a throat?
Yeah.
Wow, it's just one of those nights. Okay, Corey, you might want to mark that you spent a persona point in that wise. And if you already have a persona point spend, you want to note that it's a it's actually not a failure, so it just counts as a persona point spent because this is an independent test.
Okay.
As for the rest of you, welcome to Captureville.
Oh, that's great.
Mhm.
But also, Corey.
Happy to be here.
Also, Corey. Everybody.
Yeah. Well, the last time this group was in trouble, they got captured and everything turned out fine.
It's true.
That's true.
So everything's fine. Corey's just gonna have to get possessed by a kobold now, and then we just walk
Yeah,
away.
it's a forced double in there
You're-
in that skull.
I'm basically your sin eater.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So
Fill
they
'em
just they swarm over you. What do you want for your minor compromise?
What are our options here?
They eat our toes.
They do not.
Can a minor compromise be we didn't get captured after all?
Hey, this is good.
That seems reasonable.
Yeah, I like that one.
But they're going to capture us, but they're going to give us the girl back and or the diamond encrusted like
Mhm.
They capture us, but they
But
restock all of our
respect
resources.
effort.
This was all a huge misunderstanding.
They capture us, but they throw a parade for us and make us their
TM.
kings.
That's what Socrates thought he deserved, and I think he was right.
Yeah, no, you do.
You do think that, don't you?
You do think that, Tommy.
You could expend some of their resources, like, you could expend their bombs. You could kill a couple of them, in the fray with the bees. If you want to thin out their numbers, you can't.
I don't care
kill
about thinning out
half
their
of them.
numbers. If we're
Um,
honestly, I don't think we need to kill any of them because that will only incense them more since they're definitely capturing us.
If you got a deeper compromise, you could actually not be captured and just be driven off. But you are.
But
captured.
we didn't. We know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Luke.
Hey,
And-
if we're driven off, does that mean we get to flee for free?
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe.
Ooh, life hack, Torchbearer hack.
Death
Yeah,
hack.
or you can also use a minor compromise to set up another conflict.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
Oh. Can it be a
to set
So
up the
we could-
conditions for another conflict?
So we could continue fighting, or
No.
like
No, it'd have to be a different. But like you could
We could
beg for
flee.
your life.
That flee that we said we're not doing, we could do that.
You could be no, you're captured. You could be captured and beg for your life with setting up like the negotiation conflict. You could, set it up so that one of you is bound loosely or something when they do capture you, so that there's a chance of one of you could escape.
I think that's probably our best bet.
Or
Yeah, 'cause
even maybe one of you is just lost in the confusion and is not captured. Like it's, 3 of you are captured and one of you isn't. Like that's acceptable too.
I was to say, like, it would be good if Tarvis wasn't captured, but Tarvis is sick.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What you said that we
I
could
think
just can we just like avoid the capture and flee?
No, because
No.
we didn't get a.
No, you are captured.
No, we are captured. Luke is just saying we could make the conditions slightly more favorable to us when we try our
Is
next
there- so-
conflict.
So like a social conflict sounds really delightful right now. They'll like plea for our lives, negotiate,
Yeah.
something like that. But can we communicate with them at all? Like there's been no indication that there's any way that we can actually engage in a social conflict with them, right?
Well,
We've tried talking with them, and we just like we can't understand them, and they can't understand us.
Comforting.
There is, if that's the way you want to go, there is a chance. You're gonna have to trust me. Let me like develop things a little bit here, but that is a possibility. Where they will hear you out or something.
We can communicate with grunts and waves and stuff, yo.
I just think they might be freaked out about Asterios and his
think that someone getting. I like the idea of a social conflict. I like the idea of like giving ourselves a bonus to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Social conflict is good.
Yeah, either way.
Okay.
And they eat Tarvis.
Of course.
Because I feed my friends, and then we're friends.
You feed your friends.
I fed them.
Right.
There you go. You always feed your friends.
Oh, good. You set a logic trap. Love those.
I'm gonna grab some water real quick. 1 second.
All right. They begin to argue over you immediately. Like a chorus of the smaller kobolds arguing with the saw-backed kobold and gesticulating. And it's pretty obvious what they're gesticulating, right? As you're in this circle here, and so you're getting a very close view of this debate. And some of them are pointing to the ledge and are pointing up the esophageal tunnel and barking. Some of them are like, pinching your thighs and like kind of like nibbling on your hands and like trying to, get a taste and are making a case for that course of action. Some of them are gesturing the way you came and indicating that there's some use for you that way. And then still others are making a very complex koboldian argument. Hold on. So who is supposed to be in here? Okay. They come. So after some debate, where they're deciding your fate, the ones trying to eat you get smacked away by the boss kobold, and they come up with a plan, and they stand you up, they put you in line, and they take your gear and they start like handing it to you, like they hand Reyna's hand axe to Asterios, and they take Asterios' cloak and they throw it over Tarvis, whatever. They just like, they don't care. They just like, but they dress you up.
So kind.
And then they form, a phalanx around you.
An honor guard.
And they march you out the tunnel through which you came.
This is great. We get an escort.
Yeah. And they're hello. And you can see, it's very clear now that you're watching them that a handful of sycophants are talking up Sawback in the front, and they have talked Sawback into doing something. So they take you out of the tunnel. They have like little fire pots that they blow on to create this kind of shadowy light, which is enough for them to see. One of them has your torch.
Oh, I missed that torch. Should I mark it off my inventory?
Yeah. And they turn down a tunnel you haven't been down before. And you come to another climb. You're at the base of another like limestone ladder, and they make you climb up.
Well, we haven't been killed yet. This is much more than I expected when we got into this situation.
All right, I'm gonna stop sharing. They climb up and they find the map that I can't find. There it is. Okay. Right. So as you're climbing, Kiar, you smell rot. That kind of ozone iron smell of blood. Kind of carrying over the rot, but then something sour and much more familiar.
Beer?
Pickled blood.
Beer. That's right.
Is it?
Yep. Beer.
Oh, dag.
There's like the scent of beer like rolling down this like limestone ladder as these kobolds are like spearing your ass and like, you know, making you climb up, and like they're clambering up past you.
Oh, they're taking us to a party.
They are.
They're gonna cook us. But they gave us our stuff, which doesn't make sense. So we'll see.
And you emerge into another chamber.
Of the three squires?
No. Another natural limestone cave.
Okay.
But there's the kobolds there's another group of kobolds in here. They're wearing feathers and they have bone piercings. They're much more elaborate. They're bigger and more muscular. And they're torturing one of the guests at the inn who's missing a foot, this old dude with a beard. They've got him tied down to a table, trestleback table, whatever they brought down from the House of Three Squires, and they're torturing him. They're also torturing a kobold at the same time. Every time this guy gets prodded and whatever, they prod this kobold. But there are about, it must be a dozen other captives in one corner of this cave, human captives. There are cask racks of beer at one corner of this, on another wall of this cavern. There's another exit than the one you just came in.
We weren't the first to try it, but we wore it best.
And they all turn, all the burlier kobolds turn, and they're like, and you know, they start arguing with with Sawback's crew, and Sawback like kind of puts its arms out and is like, no, they're mine. look at my, and Sawback starts like taunting them with Asterios' cloak and is like, yeah. And the other, so the kobolds like move forward like two gangs.
Oh yeah,
and start, you know, chipping. And there's one very big kobold with like fangs, like one broken off fang, feathers and bones and whatnot, who is clearly demanding that, you all know demanding so well, clearly demanding that Sawback turn you over to them. The prisoners are looking at you like imploringly, like, you've got a plan, right?
Yeah, we're all gonna lose a foot.
I mean,
wait, can we do a tricking conflict here? Is that a fucking?
Yes.
It's another type of conflict we haven't done yet.
Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna catch them all.
Oh my God, Corey, I'm so into that.
Yeah, I know you are. I know you've been trying to do a trick conflict.
So
and Luke, in aid of this, I just want to ask this now before I end up getting brought up short by this later. Can I have picked up one of the used bombs while we were being, you know?
Yeah, one of the bomb fragments or something.
Like I'm thinking like one that didn't go off, maybe like a dud or something like that. Not something that I can use as a weapon, but something that contains powder that I can dick with alchemically.
You hold it, and I say, he's got a thermal detonator.
Alchemical dicking.
Make a note. Put it like in a pouch or something, or pack one, or in your hands. I don't know where you want it, but put it on your inventory so we don't forget about it.
Yeah.
Wear it around your neck.
Don't do that, I would say.
I'm still wearing a brass key around my neck that I have no idea what it's for.
Oh, it's for something.
I mean, sure. Somebody did just make this key for whimsy.
Do I still have my cool mask?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
So the Sawback Kobold is now parading around in front of the bigger gang. There's, like I said, there's probably about half as many of the bigger ones as there are the smaller ones, and parading around and miming eating Tarvis.
Right. He's the tasty one.
And like rubbing its belly and just like licking its fingers.
I love getting captured.
Yeah, this is great. I'm so glad
we should always do capture templates.
More.
Yeah, right.
It's the best.
There's a brazier, like a burning in here with some fire. It's not a Yulfaring brazier.
Oh, that's
Sorry.
fine. That's fine. I don't care.
Okay. So basically, I mean, like the clear trick goal here would be to get them to break out into open conflict.
Right.
That's what we want to do.
Yeah.
We want them to fight each other, and then us to stand back and laugh.
Right.
What you said? They're cooking something.
No, there's a brazier here. They're torturing both an old man and with a long white beard, which is all like gory with blood right now, who's missing a foot. And they are, but they're also torturing one of their own. Like every time they poke that guy, they poke.
Yeah.
So but the kobold is one of, I think it's one of Sawback's kobolds.
Okay. I thought there was some food that they had also, but there's just beer and torturing.
Yeah.
No
well,
food.
the food is
Humes.
Food.
Yeah.
Live bait.
Yeah, for sure. So my question is part of this tricking, can I don't want to eat people, but I'd be willing, if the people that they're eating are already dead, to just sprinkle some salt or something on it to make it taste better, to indicate how good I am at making things taste good.
You just want to cook in a kitchen.
I could also make things taste good. Well, really, I'm not going to cook anything. I just want them to be like, oh man,
Yeah.
I don't know. Something.
I hear you,
know.
but yes, that is possible. But let's get into the meat of this. If you're going to trick them into fighting each other, that is legit.
Right.
But that could be an action or some part of that. But let's. It sounds like Asterios wants to lead this.
I don't want to. But,
yeah. I mean,
you got real excited about tricking. Well, Luke,
I am very excited about tricking.
You said it's not cheating if we're just playing the game. What does the leader of this sort of thing want in terms of skills?
Yeah. Let me see. Let me just look real quick. Tommy, do you have a question?
It's probably manipulator, right?
Yeah, that was mine.
Yeah. Yep, manipulator and lore master.
Oh, good news.
Oh, I do have lore master. Yeah.
I have a 4 in manipulator.
Oh, that's good.
I am garbage at both of those things.
Yeah, me too.
Manipulator is the role for manipulator plus will.
For disposition.
Yeah.
I should lead this.
Yeah.
If you can make them think I'm really extra delicious, Raina, then maybe they'll fight over me.
I'll butter you up.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Butter me up.
I want to look so. Let me ask you this: Am I still in troll form? Am I still?
No, you've
Okay. All right.
Shrunk back down to your chosen. You're right. You normally walk in Raina form, so I would imagine that once things calm down, you would be like, I'm just an innocent changeling again. So yeah.
Well, they've seen me Hulk out, so I want to sort of reveal that again, and then I want to look at Tarvis all forlorn and kind of lick my lips, Like I'm sad that they're gonna get to eat him. Like I too.
Who
Like
amongst us?
you're like you're like, please don't take my delicious snack.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
I was just bringing him along for the
I'm kind of petting him as if I can, just like
yeah.
I would be so sad to lose this delicious snack, but I mean, I guess you guys won, so.
Okay. Great. So wait, did we shift the leader? Tommy, you want to lead?
Yeah.
Great. How are you all going to help, or can you help?
I mean, do we need a specific thing to help, or can I describe an action that I'm taking to help?
If you have a wise here, you could jump in.
Odd job wise, cooking your friends is odd. No,
And,
you don't like it?
but otherwise, you need manipulator or something related.
Man, I should have taken otherwise. as my wise.
So the way that Asterios is going to help is by attempting to emote siding with the buff kobolds in this fight. Like,
dag.
are you arguing in favor of them? Pointing at them and then like pointing at Tarvis and like,
Well, like,
yeah,
if someone's gonna eat this guy, it should be them.
yeah,
You know what?
Look at how buff they are. Look, they're so strong. They deserve the. Yeah, so just like flexing and pointing at them and pointing at Tarvis, like I'm talking to my friends, like, oh, they clearly deserve
Right.
this tasty.
You know,
meal.
Kiara's not real smart, but he's okay at social cues, surprisingly. And he sees Asterios do this and goes, "Oh," and like backs up behind the red finned one and is like, "No, this guy here, I'm on his side. I'm backing him up. He should eat Tarvis. This guy clearly is the guy that deserves to eat our friend Tarvis."
And this is where I want to do what I said before and show like if someone's gonna eat me, it's like it's professionally important to me that I taste really good. And I have
Just start rubbing sage on
You
yourself.
just like
Needs a little
forlornly
salt wise.
put salt on your head.
I have needs a little salt wise, and that's what I want to help with.
Yeah.
And I want to make the human flesh that they're eating like I know if you season something, it's going to taste better. I don't need to eat it to know that. I have needs a little salt wise, and their human flesh does need a little salt.
Okay. Okay. So so Tommy, you're gonna roll manipulator plus lore master die from Corey. Christopher, I don't think you actually have a die to help here because you don't have manipulator. What's your social skill? Persuader?
Yes. I'm persuading them that they want to eat Tarvis.
Can't speak their language.
I sure can't.
So I'm rolling manipulator.
I would
will.
if this were I mean I'm tempted to allow it but give you a penalty. And you don't want that. So yeah, manipulator plus will, and then you get the wise die from Tarvis too, though.
Okay. So that's plus the lore master, so that's +2 from the party.
Yep.
Okay, now let me ask you this.
Yeah.
My nature
Oh boy.
is tricking.
What?
It sure
It's in my nature to trick like this. This comes second nature to me,
It does. It does. Isn't that a great thing to say?
quite frankly. It's actually my first
so
nature. This
you
comes
could-
first nature to me.
You could tap your nature here for no penalty.
Hey. But you'd still have to spend a persona point to do so.
Yes,
I have 4 more persona points than I've spent.
Oh,
and that is a good thing to do.
Yeah, you should.
I also, and I want to make sure we talk out all the options. I also have revenge wise.
Nah, this is tricky.
This is tricking.
but
For a vengeful purpose.
yeah,
I think that it is possible to bring revenge wise in here if if Raina's actions and warrant it. Yeah, I definitely think this is revenge for getting
we're getting captured.
right,
by
causing them to murder each other is
Yes,
is
it's also trying to provoke vengeance on their behalf. Like clearly they have bad blood. Like you can see that
Sure.
there's like a
Right.
That's a
So
Taylor Swift song, right?
what does that let me? Does that? Let's see. That lets me.
that would allow you to help someone else for free, like with dropping in a die, whether you have the skill or not. It
Or
would
if I
also,
roll like an asshole here, I can re-roll.
you might be able to reroll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Luke,
Kiara,
Yeah.
sorry. Yep.
I also have politics wise,
Whoa!
which I think applies here actually for
It
one.
does finally apply. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So
Would you say one of them is running their mouth?
in the case of this particular roll, you're worth 1 die, whether you're throwing in politics wise or whatever. But when it comes to your test in the conflict, since you will be called upon to test, you will be able to invoke politics wise to help out or to help somebody else.
Let's see if this weird format works.
So
it does.
It does.
It works really well. You should do that again.
Holy cats. So Kiar, you also do have your your invocations. You're burden free at the moment. I
am.
You could drop the Mudra of Fate if you wanted to, but
I want to.
The only reason I'm not going to is because it actually seems like we've got a good amount of dice rolling around here.
Yeah.
I was about to ask.
9 plus 5, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna hang on to that until what really feels like a crucial
5?
moment in which we're not
plus
rolling.
Plus will, right?
Yeah.
No, those are the 5
dice.
dice I rolled.
Oh no. The will counts as successes.
Oh, great.
So it's 9 dice plus 5 automatic successes, right?
Great. So then
So what you really meant to roll is
4 plus 2 plus 3.
1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1?
Yeah. Okay.
Dang. I mean, I feel like I kind of just want to take the risky of be like, can I just have the 9? Nope, never mind. So that's 11 successes.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, the tables have turned. You're very good at this. Holy cats. They're very bad at this.
Listen, as an orphan, this is my bread and butter. Turning people against each other, turning people against each other in there over who gets to decide my fate.
So I think the fair thing to do here is actually not have you tricking 20 kobolds or whatever, but have you tricking the leaders.
Yeah.
Right. So that means they have a disposition of 3.
Mm-hmm. We have a dispo of 11.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Divide your hit points, conflict captain.
Okay, well,
I think we've stumbled upon a
just
superior
fucking
strategy.
hit points for everybody. Just hit. Let's see.
Oprah
Who's the
of hit
least?
points.
Probably.
I'm garbage at
Me.
this.
No, I'm garbager, I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
It's mostly going to be you and me, Tommy.
Yeah, everybody gets 4 except Kiar, who gets 3.
Give 5 to you.
Sorry, everyone gets 3 except Kiar, who gets 2.
Yeah.
Give 4 to you and Corey and have Taurus and I.
No, you gotta split them as evenly as possible.
That's right.
You're fine.
Great.
Hey, can I use the bees?
No bees. Hey.
You already used them, right?
Yeah.
You're out of bees.
I'm
No
out of
bees.
bees. I'm fresh out of bees.
I'm all out of bees.
All right. The Kobold of Feather and Bone will take the 2 hit points, and the Sawback will take the 1. Just showing you who's who in the pecking order here. All right. I'm going to choose some actions. I'm actually sad that we went out on 1 action last time, because that was shaping up to be a very, very good exchange of move counter move in those in that last exchange. But
You just got a little bit lucky on the first roll. But
a little bit.
yeah.
It was the exact right number of successes.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
And it was kind of low odds that he rolled that many, which is why it was really good that we went attack, defend, attack. Like, it was definitely like mathematically right.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
your action selection was primo. Anyway.
Never got him.
Okay. All right. I have selected. Tommy, you want to select some actions? And no one is hungry and thirsty. The grind hasn't ticked over.
No,
No one's
yeah.
exhausted.
We failed so fast that we're here and we're not hungry yet.
Good point, Corey.
We're like a startup.
We're pivoting. We're pivoting to
to tricking.
the
So-
key is to be the
No,
middle.
we're
be the market.
leveraging our core competencies.
Yeah.
Right. So two things that do not affect this conflict. Might does not affect trick conflicts.
Great.
And neither does darkness or dim light.
Nice.
Perfect. Because
Good news.
I'm so lost with that. Okay.
uh-huh.
So what do we think? So
So yeah, which skills can we use for which thing, Luke?
attack and feint or manipulator, defend and maneuver or lore master.
Okay, I can defend or maneuver. I have a specific thing that I can do
Mhm.
that I think will be helpful, which is just I have that little bomb,
Mhm.
which I can use to make a sudden startling noise, which I'm hoping will kick off conflict. And I'm thinking that might be like a maneuver.
Maneuver.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
For you. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean they have 3. I feel like we attack
Yeah.
and
Or do you
then
want to do
we-
the maneuver to set up the attack? Or not? If you're thinking maneuver, Corey. If you're thinking defend, then we go. But
You
if-
wanna
so
take
my first thought is like attack, like defend in case that doesn't end it,
Oh,
and
yeah.
like recover our health, and
Sure.
then
Yeah.
then
Sure.
attack it, right? Like end it, try to end it in one.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave me out of the
gonna
first
be,
round.
Who's going to be the second attack, Tarvis?
Sure. And that would use manipulator, right?
Yeah.
And my will is good. I'm sick is the downside, but my will is good, and I can be sneaky, or I can come up with something to do.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So attack, defend, attack.
Yep.
And I've got a wise that kind of applies, so I'm a reasonable third. If hopefully we won't get to.
Great.
All right. Attack, defend, attack. That was your last script. Don't
Mhm.
get predictable on me.
Uh,
All right, but they also go with attack as so they they pull back and they the Sawbacks soldiers start pushing you back down the ladder, and they're like, no, you can't have them. And the bigger kobolds are like, yeah, fine, we don't want them, get out of here, right? They like, they're just like, we've got, look at all these people we've got. That halfling doesn't taste so good.
Yeah, okay, great. I look delighted, but not too. I'm like, oh, I mean, like oh, good. Oh, this is bad. Like I want them to be like, hey, wait a minute.
So, and you turn into your troll again.
Yes, right, yeah,
Right.
yeah. So I want to look like this is good news for me, but I don't want them to see that it's like I want to do a good job of doing a bad job
Right.
of hiding my glee.
Okay. How are you supporting Raina and telegraphing that she's not telegraphing?
I'm gonna like similarly, like I'm going to catch it in case they don't. Like I'm gonna catch that Raina's doing that and shoot her a look.
Yeah. Nice.
like, hey,
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Tarvis, you got anything to throw in here?
I'm trying to think if I can use, because I don't have the right skill to help or anything. Like what I want to do, like I can just look excited about, but I need to have a skill or a wise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
All right.
rough. Yeah, I don't know that I have anything.
All right. And Kiara is also sidelined by the nature of this one, right?
I mean, I could use odd job wise to start buttering up Tarvis.
We're not quite there yet.
Okay.
That is an odd job.
Yeah,
You
I
have
can
to
think of,
offering.
like-
That is an odd job.
When we get into
Mixing
the,
up a
like,
halfling is pretty odd job. Yeah.
the cooking parts of the trick, I will have
Yeah.
contributions.
All right. So you two are on your own. One dive help from Asterios, Raina, and your manipulator skill. They roll. Yeah. They're going to roll their nature. They're helping each other. Inadvertently, accidentally
do
helping each other.
I want to continue. Do I want to tap my nature again?
Well, careful that you don't end it on
Right.
like, or I mean, I don't know, maybe you do want to end it here, but your attack on attack,
you're right.
you're going to take damage.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay.
So you might actually want to like let them, if you win it, you win it. But if there's a chance you don't win it here, that might be beneficial to you, which is welcome to the fucked up logic of Torchbearer conflicts.
Yeah, because then we'll get a defending.
Man, who designed this?
Let me ask you this, Luke.
Yeah, Tommy.
Can I use Hold Recall against myself here to sort of withdraw from this
yes,
scary face?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. I want to look.
So you kind of like you go through the act and then Asterios amplifies it and then what?
Actually, what I want to do is I want to use Devil May Care and like not respond to Asterios's look at all. Like I just like I got this. Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks.
look, we're not.
I'm acting. It's fine. I don't need you to. It's fine. I've got this. I'm putting the team on my back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Take that check. Beautiful. Yeah, and so Asterios is like, wait, do we have this? Do you got me? I got you. Do you what? All right, roll them up.
Yeah, 2 successes.
I got 1.
Great.
That comes off Reyna and comes off the tooth. Very good. Volley 2, revealing. Oh yeah, suckers.
So does that mean I don't get to defend?
That's correct.
Okay.
I rope-a-doped you.
So Tommy, you got 2 successes after you subtracted a die already, right?
That's right.
Oh, 2.
Yeah.
Oh, you got 2.
I got 2 successes after.
Oh, so
right.
she's out. So it's just
Yes.
it's just Sawback that's in. So so Sawback sees the bomb in Asterios's hand and is just goes ape shit on Asterios and starts shoving Asterios back and is like trying to like claw the bomb fragment or whatever out of his hand and is just like I see you, I see what you're doing, and just like all eyes now are on Asterios for this moment.
Okay.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It matters not.
Oh man.
I mean, it means I don't get to recover any health for us.
Right. Yeah. That's true. It is a bit of a swing.
This is what we get for taking Luke's advice.
Yep.
You.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep. What is that, sir?
Luke objects to this characterization.
Luke's
you're not wrong.
Okay.
Luke's like, what if you just kept the combat going for just one more? Just one more. What if you just kept the combat
I
going?
knew you had to defend. I thought.
What's the worst that could happen?
All right, action 3. What do you got? I'm gonna get my lady back. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Who's on the attack?
Tarvis.
Yes. So
Tarvis, you could maybe make us think about how Ridgeback's trying to eat me now.
yeah, so I've got to use manipulator here, which is based on a will, so it's half of that rounded down.
Well, hold on. You're gonna get help. Everyone can help Tarvis now.
Will also Luke, did I get a past manipulator test with that attack?
No, because it's independent. It was obstacle 0 because it's attack on attack. Sorry.
Right.
So yeah, no advancement there.
Great. Well, I'm gonna help out here.
Yeah. So everybody can help because Tarvis does not have the skill, right?
Correct.
So get in there, Tarvis.
I just want to look pleased.
Yeah.
I'm following Tarvis's lead. I want to react again, and I'm just kind of hamming it up for the kobolds, positively.
Right, and
Tarvis, what are you doing? What is your action?
The bone guy has been knocked out already, which in this sense means that he's convinced that he wants to fight over me, right? Basically.
Yeah, you're right. They're sharpening their knives,
right.
and
that's what I indicated I wanted in the first place. I want the big guy to eat me, absolutely, right?
Yeah.
So I want to go edge over to him and like further season his gross food, right? And like be like, yeah, like show how like I'm the prize that this guy has won. Look how good I am, and like basically get the other guy, the smaller guy, to be mad and like envious,
right? Well,
jealous of me, right?
Right, because they're trying to. Sawback's trying to like shove you back down the ladder,
exactly.
and so you edge out, and so they've got to come back for you and grab you.
Yeah, right.
You're like you're salting the guy that's on the table.
Yeah.
But the fat guy.
Yeah.
And are you like rubbing salt in your hand too? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna help
so
by
good.
picking. I'm gonna help by picking up Tarvis and putting him in a pot. He's like, you know what? You're right.
All right, that's great.
I'm just gonna look at the feather and bones guy. Like, are you gonna, or at the Ridgeback? Like, are you gonna take this? Like,
And I want to use politics wise to help here, because Ridgeback has grabbed me and is shaking me, and I want to just ragdoll to make him look so much stronger than he actually is. Like, he's the strongest guy in the room.
Great.
He's getting the food. He's completely destroyed this wizard. Like,
This team has just evolved into human eater apologists.
Yeah. All right, Corey, this is a great use of a wise. I need to just playtest purposes check the rules here, but I believe the wise is added after the other dice.
Nice.
That's great.
what does that mean?
So
it means that it's a success, not a die roll.
no, it's added, like, so you're gonna Kiar.
So it means that I have it and then I add a die,
right,
right? As opposed to adding a die and then having it.
right.
Which is,
Kiar's die and Raina's die are added into your pool and halved.
right.
Right. A question
Wait,
is picking up.
you're using manipulator, aren't you? Don't you have manipulator?
No.
No, I'm the only one.
Is picking up Tarvis and putting him in a pot odd job wise?
No, what are you
Okay,
doing?
I don't know.
You're
It's a pretty
just-
odd job.
Yeah. I am gonna give you so many odd jobs. Just
You say
survive
that.
this dungeon.
Oh, you say that.
We're gonna get it in. That's all
Oh
odd
man,
jobs all the
it's
way
just
down.
odd job town. That's the name of our inn.
The oddest job.
Where? Oh my god.
The jobs we audit along the way.
I'm gonna go with that interpretation because I don't even know what book that rule is in now. All right. So what's your will?
So my will is 5, and then I
Alright.
add 2, and then I divide it in half, rounded up to give me 4,
Yeah.
Jesus.
and
And
then I
then-
add 1 more for 5.
Yeah. Great.
And what does spending a fate point on wise for myself do?
That would allow you to reroll 1 failed die. You don't need to do that until
Right, until
after.
after. Okay,
Yeah.
I knew that there was something there, but I forgot which one it was. Okay,
Yeah.
so I roll 5 dice for this attack.
Just read these rules.
Yes.
That's 4 successes.
Yes.
We call
Oh no,
that,
Snake Eyes with a mutant die.
we call that the black word at Burning Light Quarters. The like more than 2 ones. Oh boy, all ones. Well,
Oops, all ones.
Oops, all ones.
So they really want to eat me now.
yeah, they do
You
not
don't even have
defend.
to.
You trick them into fighting one another. They get a minor compromise.
Okay. They eat Tarvis. That's the minor compromise.
He is a minor compromise.
You all fall down the stairs.
Damn it.
Minor compromise here for a trick.
What does the rubric say? Like, what are the options sort of for a minor compromise on a trick conflict?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Let's see.
Turns out the real trick was the friends we made along the way.
Hey, got him.
Yeah, usually it's a condition. like you're angry, afraid, or exhausted in a trick compromise. That's part of it.
I think, I mean, I could very easily take exhausted for being the person that Ridgeback went ham on.
Exhausted, giving you all exhausted feels like more than a minor compromise, though.
That's
More than
pretty
like
huge.
you lost one, 1 point. So,
So it's all of us get a condition. It's not just
all of you
some
get a
of us
condition.
get a
Maybe
condition.
we could all be hungry, thirsty after all this talk of eating Tarvis. I know, I'm famished.
I like that the most. You're all
Yeah.
hungry and thirsty.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. So
Tarvis, you really sold us wanting to eat you to the point that I'm like, man, what if I could go for
I would never, but boy, what if I did?
Me eat Tarvis? No, but
But
and I believe that is the end of Kiar's torch that burns out during that trick conflict.
sure.
Sure.
You told me they stole it, and I already marked it off.
Yeah, well, somebody was holding it. It goes out, which means that the whole room is plunged into this like reddish,
None of them had any light.
dim
Wait,
light. No,
Those
from
little
the
things they
brazier.
blow on.
Yeah, the brazier.
Don't they have the things they blow on? Their lights?
Yeah.
Dim light.
But the room is in dim light. That's the
Great.
point.
Perfect time to make our escape since they definitely can't see in the dark.
And then it just erupts into chaos as they
Love it.
as you just ham it up to the point where they cannot deal with it anymore. I guess I could have said that Tarvis is torn limb from limb. That would have been a
They ham it up like that. Tarvis is the ham.
You ham it up. And so the room erupts in battle as these two factions. So one numerous and small, one few and large begin duking it out here. What do you want to do?
I want to free all the prisoners so there's more chaos and cover for our escape.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like give them some
How is
more
freeing prisoners covering for your escape?
Well, there's more people for them to chase,
More people,
right?
yeah.
Like if they're trying to recapture their prisoners, it would certainly be a harder job if they have more prisoners to recapture.
Yeah, we free a
There's about a-
prisoner.
Go ahead.
I say we free prisoners. We give them sticks and say, "Get in there."
Or just let them run.
Freeing
Okay.
prisoners is going to be a team effort. There's a dozen of them.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
So
I'm on
Yeah,
team free prisoners.
I think that Asterios will listen to Tarvis's logic on this.
Raina,
nope.
no.
If they did, no, people that get what they deserve.
Oh,
If they didn't want to be prisoners, they shouldn't have been captured. Look at what we did.
Oh,
We
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
tricked our way out, motherfuckers. What are these assholes? I'm not putting myself in danger for this.
You're already in
Okay.
danger. You're already in danger.
I'm not increasing the danger. I'm heading down the stairs.
To where the
well,
kobolds live?
there's another cave. There's the stairs back down, or
All right, I'm leaving. Whatever looks most like leaving.
well, they both look like leaving. There's another cave exit out, and there's the stairs back down. So
Raina, what if
there's also, let me see. Hold on.
Let me put it this way. I will like hit a lock on the way out, but I'm not like going out of my way to let any prisoners go. Like if
Okay.
I can like hit a chain on the way out, but like I'm not inconveniencing myself to free
Yep.
them.
I want to push our luck.
I hear you. Where? Okay.
I'm debating what I want to do about that, Tommy, because I have the creed that all folk are fundamentally good, and you are really making me think about
Yeah.
that's true of you.
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I obviously am.
All right. So
Right,
there's some
but-
interesting items in this room. So the large. So just to give Raina her due here, the large leader, broken tooth kobold is wearing some kind of necklace as well, some kind of pearl necklace.
Some kind of necklace.
That looks quite valuable. Those
Okay, that I'm interested in.
yeah, the house of the three squires brand beer that's sitting over in those casks also, like, not only is it delicious and will cure what ails you, get it,
Ales.
but it is also valuable. But of course, moving a cask out is going to require some effort.
we'll just make these kobolds carry it.
Okay, so I'm gonna give Raina a second to decide on just straight running or something more nefarious. The rest of you do have to make a test to free these prisoners.
Would this be criminal?
This is criminal. That is correct.
Oh,
Great.
good.
I am a criminal.
Me too.
I am not a criminal.
Yeah.
That's all right. So you can each take a shot at freeing prisoners on your own, or the two criminals could help Kiar and try to.
But if I do this with help, what is my skill? It's health, I believe. Criminal is health.
Yeah.
Criminal's health.
Yeah, it depends on how you want to. You could do this. You could tackle this individually and each try to free individual prisoners. If you do this all together, though, like you can free the most prisoners at once. If you do
Let's
this
do this all together.
Yeah, what does it look like?
I've got 3 in criminal.
Yeah, me too.
Right, but that's the thing. Is to do this all together, the criminals would have to help Kiar. They would have, you would have to get in there and be like doing it and yelling at Kiar. No, like this. This is how the lock works.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
So
Let's
Kiar
push
would
our
have
luck.
to lead it.
Kiar would have to lead this test. Yeah.
Okay.
Because Kiar doesn't have the skill. So
Right.
that's the benefit of having the skill is that.
Right. Yeah.
But if I lead it, I mean, it's a health-based test. Wait, is it criminal's health? Yeah, criminal's a health-based test. My health is 6, so I still have 3.
Yeah.
And we'll each give you one help.
So you get
Which
4
means,
dice.
he'll get 4 dice.
I'll get 4 dice.
Whereas either of us would have 5 dice, but
Yeah. What's the obstacle for this particular test?
2.
Oh, that sounds great.
And you two can pay fate points here for synergy to learn from this test if you want it.
Yeah, I certainly.
that's my last fate point.
Oh.
My will to fate.
I am not gonna spend my last persona point on this to tax my persona, because it's my last persona point. It would give me a +3, but I've got 4 dice. I need 2 successes. I can. What are ways I can spend fate points on this? I can spend fate points afterwards to reroll 1 die.
Yeah.
Oh wait, to reroll to explode 6s.
You could explode 6s, or if you have a wise that relates.
I mean, odd job wise, actually, I think does count on this.
I wouldn't disagree in this case.
Right, because it's breaking open chains and stuff. It's like, okay, actually, that's just manual labor. Okay.
And you also, do you have any traits left?
My traits. So I've already used fiery. So I have between two worlds, which no, and loner, which no. I'm specifically getting help from friends. No, I got fiery. I could use, but fiery I've already used. So I used fiery to fail climbing a throat. So I'm just gonna roll my 46, and we'll see how it goes. I got 1 success, but I got a 6, so I'm gonna spend my fate point to roll that 6.
I love it.
Can I spend a fate point to roll a 6 and a fate point to re-roll 1 failure?
Yes.
Okay.
Do the failure first.
I'll do it one at a time. So first, I will spend a fate point to
reroll the failure.
6 of 1, half dozen of the other.
Right. I'm just making.
Well, if succeeding by more is better.
Right. So I'm going to spend my 1 fail point to explode the 6. So I roll 1d6. And I get 1 success. Is it worth getting another success, or will it not actually matter?
No, you're good.
Okay. Great. So I got my 1 success.
Yeah. So the 3 of you set to work freeing prisoners, and telling them to run. And you're quite successful. If you had Raina's help, you could have got through them all, but you get through most of them before.
Yeah, Raina's not a team player. We got it.
Boy.
However, so what is Raina doing during the cast? So her companions go and are hard at work freeing these prisoners, and
Raina wants that necklace.
Raina wants that necklace.
Raina wants to see if she can essentially filch the necklace in the chaos.
Man, I want stuff, and Raina's taking all the stuff.
Yeah, Tommy, you are playing a very frustrating character.
I'm branching out. What can I say, Corey? You're getting this is what it's like playing RPG with you, I guess.
Wow.
All right, let's roll.
I take umbrage to that.
Let's make a versus test here. It's a criminal test, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
You have a -1 success penalty because of just the chaos and the dim light and all this other stuff. I'm sorry, but that's as good as I can go. But I will roll ahead of you and set your obstacle. So yeah, so your obstacle is 2.
Great. Let's see. This. I want to do I want to do sort of a feint here. Like I want to make sure I want to draw his attention away somewhere else as I sidle up so that his I want him to feel like he is getting choked and then a release of pressure so that he doesn't notice that the necklace is gone.
So what's the distraction? Do you like kick over the table with the old dude on it?
No, I guess what I want is I'll let the chaos be the distraction. But what I want to do is I want to make it start to feel like a choke, and then there's a release.
Okay.
Like he broke out of the choke.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Maybe you like take your cloak real quick and like
right.
Just give it a little tug, and then then you snap off the hasp of the necklace and go from there.
Yeah,
and
right.
release.
Or like as soon as he throws an elbow back, I react more strongly than it deserves, so he thinks he is like broken from the hold himself.
Great.
And then I'm gonna use that to spend a persona point to add tricking.
Nice.
Somebody's playing the game.
Describe to survive is what you said.
Sort of.
Describe to thrive, baby. Okay, here we go. That's 5 successes.
You have yourself a pearl necklace.
Pearl necklace. It's rude if you have to point it out, Luke.
Sorry.
Oh boy. Kids these days.
Mm-hmm.
With their pearl necklaces.
Are you okay? You've added to the chaos. The fight is still ongoing here, but it's not going to last too much longer.
Right.
So, are you concerned with getting the prisoners out, which would mean
I am
fighting your way out, essentially? Like you would have to drive back the kobolds and like clear a path for the prisoners, or you can just run for it on your own.
Yeah, Tarvis is concerned about getting the prisoners out. I don't know if anyone else is, though.
Kiara would want to get the prisoners out.
Yeah. The Stereos.
Do the prisoners seem afraid?
Yes. They seem terrified.
Okay, yeah. I feel a synergy with the prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
Given that I'm wearing the mask of the god of fear and arrived in my situation through fear. And so I feel like I need to be here to not necessarily to help them get out, but to guide them shamanically through this experience.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
All right. What? Okay. So you free them, gather them up, and you're like, get ready. And like Asterios is just, there like dancing in front of them with the mask.
I'm not dancing in front of them with the mask, but I'm with them and basically like functionally I am calming them down and making them better able to like follow orders and get out of here. But what I'm actually doing is like whispering in each of their ears about the nature of fear.
Okay.
That's a normal thing to do.
Hello.
And I'll help with this if I can, because I, having just successfully filched the necklace, feel like I'm a good person. I would so I would help.
Okay.
Kind of letting it run the other direction.
Yeah.
So the clock has ticked over now. The grind has struck. So you are now all hungry and thirsty. But wait, you're all are already hungry and thirsty. And so I believe you tick down to exhausted.
I thought we ticked down to angry.
That is the recovery order. The grind order is not the same as the recovery order.
Who put all these rules in this game?
The thing I found about role-playing games is that they shouldn't make sense.
They should be if it doesn't fit on one page. I mean, really, this is just 500 one-page RPGs if you think about it.
The grind. Yep. If your character is already hungry and thirsty, then you take the exhausted condition.
Great, we're all exhausted, which is fair.
Yeah,
it only butter Tarvis up so much.
So
you get worn out.
How do you want to do this? Like as players here, just a little metagame. We can do a single versus test of you versus the Cobalt, or we can dive into your third conflict of the night, and you can fight your way out of here, which I am totally down to do.
Yeah, that sounds cool. What would it be like if we're just like we described, like we're really trying to guide them out. Like we're not trying to like. It almost feels like fleeing, but is it not fleeing?
It's not fleeing. No, you got to fight your way out.
We didn't get this guy's daughter is the one thing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Where is she?
She's probably in that next room.
It's coming. Yeah.
You don't think she's down the ladder?
Well, actually, I'll tell you what, Asterios, you're like, shamanically guiding them, and you turn, you think of this daughter, and you see, in fact, a pale face in the darkness of that doorway saying, "Come, come," but pointing to the old man on the table, Asterios, a young woman with flaxen hair, like a ghost in the dim light from the darkness of that cave mouth.
Asterio, you love ghosts.
Saying, "Come, come," but pointing, to the man, clearly saying, bring him, bring my uncle.
Yeah. I'm going for this shit. Yeah, Asterios is definitely is all in. Like I've moved beyond mortal concerns. I'm doing Kiara's thing.
Hey, give me my thing back. Okay, fine. I make bees come out of my mouth.
I really want to get that
food.
guy too. I put, I gotta steal a bunch of gold and hide it from my friends.
There you go. Now we're talking.
Yeah, see?
We've all got a thing that's equally beneficial to the group.
But I sprinkled salt on this guy, and I feel bad about it. So I definitely want to get him.
He's missing a foot, and he looks pretty bad.
Yeah, no, he is in rough shape. I didn't help.
Okay, so I think this would be a drive-off.
Yeah, this is a reverse drive-off.
Yeah, this is a phalanx part. Drive them back so that you can get out.
Yeah.
All right. Who shall lead on St. Crispin's Day?
Kiara.
Or it's St. Alax Day.
Depends what kind of skills were used for a drive-off.
We already
the
did a
first
drive-off.
conflict we did that was a drive-off.
Oh yeah, it's me. It's me.
This time you.
Well, remember it is Kiar forever.
It's me.
But it is the base for drive-off. I think is Will.
Oh.
What?
I thought it was
health.
health.
This was the
it was
problem we
health.
ran into before.
The first time.
Health. Because the first time
I
we did
am wrong. You are right.
The first time we did it, somebody had Will and it was bad.
Yeah.
This will be on YouTube later, right? Like we'll be able to extract that audio.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna make a remix. Like auto-tune that to Shooting Stars.
Beep, beep,
I'm Luke Crane. I'm Luke Crane.
Yeah, if memory serves.
I was wrong, you were right. I was wrong, you were right.
If memory serves, the first time we got mad at Luke about not telling us the rules before we committed to something
it's true.
Was that
and ever since he's been like, "Who's leading it?" We're like, "Well, it depends, Luke. What are the fucking rules?"
You all have the goddamn rule books.
It changes every week.
Just tiny changes.
Yeah.
Tiny changes.
But you said they fuck up everything.
Yeah, they do.
So
you would have to read the whole rules in order to figure.
What kind
them
of
out.
time do you think we're sitting around with over here?
Luke, I'm playtesting.
Yeah.
And normally I would actually.
They're gonna be players.
Who is the conflict
Believe it or
captain?
not.
It's me.
Yeah.
Great.
Kiara.
All right. And I guess the only one I don't have help from then is Raina. How is Raina, aside from announcing that I'm a good person, I'm going to help, how is Raina actually going to help in the escape? Asterios and Tarvis have said that they're gonna help carry the old man out. What's Raina doing?
Raina, are you part of this team or not?
I mean, I feel like I should help carry the old man. I guess if Kiara can just carry him, like I should take
For
the old
man
man
over my damn shoulder.
Yeah, right, exactly. I should fireman carry this old man and free you two up to like guide others. So I'm gonna do that if you guys will let me.
I don't know. I think Corey's got a belief or a goal here, right? That's in play.
Oh, what? My goal is to test the limits of Hadervash's control.
Oh. All right.
So no.
All right. So no. Then take the old man. Nobody cares about the old man.
I care about the old man getting out, but if you are going to help the old man get out, then I'm happy, right? And in fact, you are in a much better position to successfully execute my sub goal.
Luke, Kiara's having trouble. Kiara has been this whole time looking for spiritual things, and the only spiritual things he's found have been terrifying to him, which is the mask, and completely ineffective in this time. So there's not like a mechanical aspect here, really, but I just want to note Kiara's been like looking for some way that he can like connect with the otherworldly here, and all he's finding is that the non-otherworldly is plenty terrifying. Thank you very much.
Yeah, this is a terrible, terrible place.
Yeah. I don't like it.
I mean, either. Okay. So it's going to be Sawback has been driven off himself, and is most of the kobolds there have been driven down the ladder. Sorry, Danzig was just tapping me on the leg, being like, "Yo,
it's important." Danzig.
Oh, I might have to what do you need? Hold on. She's been in here in the room with me for a minute. Hold on.
Is she locked in with you?
Yeah.
Let her out.
No, you're locked in with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Hold on. Let me just make sure she doesn't need to pee.
Yeah. The fun thing that nobody here knows is that Danzig is a human that he's talking about. Danzig from the band Danzig.
Yeah. That was that's the girl. The girl was Danzig. She's real.
Danzig the whole time.
Hey, Tommy, I have a question for you for like several sessions from now when we're in town.
Yeah. What's up?
So I've been seeing you do I feel like you're inner I feel like I have a clean conflict with you.
Tap on the leg and
cool. And I want to talk with you about it more. I want to come up with a plan for us to interact in town sometime down the road.
All right. So anyway, you're going to be fighting the big kobolds in this one. That's my point.
Cool.
So their leader, they have a nature of 2, and their leader has a nature of 3. So it's depending on like who you're facing, that'll determine like if you get your might bonus or not.
Mm-hmm.
And there are 6 of them altogether.
Great.
Okay. Whoops, I fucked up. All right.
So I roll for disposition, right? Because I'm the captain here, and I'm rolling. Oh, you already rolled. Okay, great. I believe I'm rolling 5d6 because it should be 3d. It should be my health, which is 6, plus health that I'm getting for everybody, which makes it 9. But half of that is 5.
Drive off is fighter. You roll your fighter and you add it to your health. Your fighter plus help and
add it to my health. So my fighter is 2. I get my fighter, which is 2, plus help from everybody, which makes it 5, and then I add my health.
And then but you're just your health as successes, right? So you're gonna roll 5 dice and add it to 6.
Right.
Oh, right. So
then we get -1 to the disposition.
You get -2 because you're exhausted and hungry.
Okay.
All right. So I'm putting in an arcane thing here. We'll see if it works. Hoopa. I believe it worked. 8 successes. Yeah, it did. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
6, Yep.
Wow.
Great. 8 successes. Everybody gets 2 health.
That's
great. Yeah.
That's good.
That's really good. Okay.
And I could spend a fate die to explode my 6 here, or no? Can you do that on disposition?
Yes.
I feel like I should.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna roll 1 more.
All right.
It's a 3, so no, I didn't do anything. Live and learn.
Okay. Mark that fate spent.
Oh, I did. I did.
All right. Clearing the deck here. So it's pretty even. It's 9 to 8. It's very close. So what weapons are you using in the drive off? Before
I'm using my shield.
I'll use my
shield.
sling.
Great.
These have to be physical weapons, right?
Now they have to be physical weapons.
Yeah, my staff. Then.
Staff
A dagger.
and the dagger. Okay.
Like I have a dagger as well, but my shield is the main thing I'm using.
Yeah.
And attack and feint are both fighter, and then defend and. I'm just remembering. What are the two?
Health. Maybe.
Oh, it is health for defend, right?
Defend
It's
is health. I know that.
Right.
I went the wrong way in the pages.
Health is feint and defend, and fighter is attack and maneuver. I think from last time.
No. Okay, no. This is the one where it's all. Drive off's a weird conflict. Okay, fighter for attack and feint.
Okay.
And will for defend and maneuver.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's different than what we did last time. Okay. Will is for defend and maneuver. Oh, you've got it right there. Great.
Cool.
Nope.
Nope.
I'm fixing it.
Okay.
Every single set of possible actions is sprinkled across this screen.
I could just I have a nice table. If I was like a caring human being, I would just.
Can you just copy paste it?
Why was Kiar so good at defend in the last?
I think because we were told it was health, and
yes,
it's
the rules were different last time we played this.
Yeah.
No, you did a kill conflict.
No, the very first session
skeleton.
we did a
That was
drive off conflict.
No. Oh yeah, with the skeleton.
And I was amazing at defend.
I fucked up. Yeah, I'm a bad
It's
person.
fine. That was a different time. Like in quarantine times, that was 7 years ago.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's the. Here's all like different combinations of actions. Okay.
Which one should we care about? This one here. Attack and feint is fighter. Yeah. So I should not be. Well, actually, I'm about the same either way.
Well, yeah, I can be a defend boy.
I'm quite good at this.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
I actually also
this whole situation because I've got a 3 of fighter and a 5 will.
Okay, so let's just review a couple things here because this is going to be a desperate battle. These people are about equal to you. These kobolds. Right. So, the hand axe, remember, can be thrown to get a one-off advantage, like where you blunt an attack. If you think I'm going to attack you, you can throw the hand axe on that action, and then instead of attacks being independent, it's a versus attack.
Right.
So it's kind of like. It's almost like a damaging defend or something, or damaging maneuver. If you have leather armor, you have a 50-50 chance of absorbing 1 point of damage when you're hit. And then, so this is all stuff that you've seen before. The daggers are good at maneuver. You get a free disarm if you succeed at a maneuver with the dagger, right? Because you get in close and they can't use something. So in addition to whatever other effect you get a free disarm. The staff is okay at maneuvering. Sling, very good at maneuvering because you can, you fire it from range. The shield, great at defending, as we know. The shield has another benefit which hasn't come up yet because I keep poning you with feints and whatnot, Kiar. The shield also counts as armor at your discretion.
But I can break it.
You can break it to do that. Right? Yeah, you can break your shield to absorb damage.
Yeah.
So just like sometimes it can be the difference between life and death, or compromise and not compromise, or something like that.
Which is life and death.
Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna select my actions. Oh, they're using. Where are their weapons? They're using spears.
Oh, perfect.
Great.
As long as we're not in close quarters, that's fine. Oh, fuck.
So yeah, this actually isn't tight confines for the use of the spears, so they just get the bonus to maneuver. They don't get the bonus to defend. Okay. If we got into a position of like defending a hallway or something. Anyway, all right. So they're using their spears.
We can see your screen if you start selecting actions, Luke.
Oh.
Just to let you know.
Right. So I gotta stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you cheating before?
No, you didn't do it before.
We would not be very good at cheating.
Yeah, you hit it for the last conflict selection.
Right. Okay.
Let us know when you've selected things so I can start saying words to my party.
Yep.
Got him?
One sec. I am eager to murder you.
I
I'm
know.
Good. I'm good. I'm
Okay.
good. Let's go.
Okay, so here's the deal, folks. I think that he's going to attack on the first one. Luke, what's the action that just straight up destroys attack? Is it feint?
No.
That's
No.
So maneuver and defend are both good against attack.
Maneuver.
But one of them just like completely negates attack, right?
No.
No.
Well,
No?
they both can.
There's one that completely negates defend, but there's not one that completely
Yeah.
negates attack.
Right.
Right.
Okay. All right.
So I agree with you. I think that
yeah.
I should maneuver on the first attack because not only am I quite good at it as wheelbase, but I've got a sling, which is +2 dice to a maneuver.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I am good with that. So we're gonna have Tarvis maneuver for the first action. Remember that. And then I think we want an attack for the second action and a defend for the third action. Who wants to do an attack and who should do it? Who should do an attack and who should do a defend?
I should not do an attack.
Well, so I have fighter, but I also have 5 will.
Okay, so for me, a defend, I can pull off a defend at. Where's my frickin' stuff? Here we go. A defend for me will be 4 dice because it's 2 will plus 2 shield. An attack for me will be just 2 dice, I guess, because it's fighter and nothing else. Is that right, Luke?
So then
We
you
would
should
help.
fighter.
So I'm garbage at this.
So
Yeah.
you should. Oh, okay. Well,
I get 2 dice for an attack or 4 dice for a defend. I'm not
and-
great at this.
I mean,
and
that's
what about
okay.
you, Asterios?
I have 5 will, so I can
Okay.
defend for 5.
So you
So-
two are both quite good at defend, but we need an attack in here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so I guess it would be 2 fighter.
Yeah. So
For
do-
me, okay, great. So
Right,
I'll attack
because-
second.
You'll also get help, and then remember, if my maneuver is successful, it will give you dice.
Right.
your attack.
So I'll attack second with fighter. And then third, somebody will defend. Which one of the two of you wants to defend?
Make it Asterios.
Yeah, because
and
Ray's
that way-
good at attacking.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
yeah.
I can be
And
more
that way
Swiss Army knife
you're
next time.
flexible.
Right.
Yep, I love it.
Right.
Okay, so we are set up to go. It's Tarvis and then Kiar and then Asterios. Luke, you ready?
All right. I'm going to turn this back on.
All right. I'm ready to flip when you're ready to flip.
Let's flip.
All right, I got an attack maneuver. Okay.
Ooh.
They cancel each other out, right?
Yeah, they turn, they regroup, and they try to like
But you both
Cut you
get to roll
off.
your. They're independent, right?
they're
Right.
independent.
Great.
Oh, I'm defending, right?
You were defending
Yeah, this-
last. You were third,
yeah,
and you're defending.
I get +1 die to defend.
That's
Also.
true.
Nice.
That's true.
Nice.
Right. That's correct.
Yep. So their leader sees your gambit and tries to
Counter
rally
gambit.
her troops and form up for attack.
Yeah. Prove it.
I just want to disperse covering
That
fire.
was
with
that was
my-
bad, Luke. You got 4 successes. It wasn't that bad.
Not too bad.
You got to do the greater than 4 thing. Then it tells.
I
you
know.
the
I
successes.
got a little hasty there. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. So Luke's got 4 successes. We got to do better than that, guys.
Yeah, so I'm going to do covering fire with my sling to kind of just keep them back so that we can like get
Love
the whole
it.
group out successfully.
Love it.
Right.
I
Does
mean,
anyone
this is great because I'm going to help you by standing in front of you with a shield, and it's like you do covering fire, but they can't even see where you're shooting.
Love it.
I'm trying to do that like riot cop crowd control thing where I have my staff sideways and I'm like steering a group around us
Uh-huh.
and get a better position.
Yep. And Raina, are you helping while carrying this old dude out?
You can throw him down.
You cannot throw him down.
No.
Why not? You can throw a man down.
No,
how
I
are
mean,
you going
I
to?
mean, carry the old dude might even help. Count as help.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I can,
yeah.
Yeah, right. Like I can
Yeah, like
I mean-
moving the old guy to keep in line with the rest of our formation would
yeah,
actually-
right. Like I can also kind of swing him to
Like a weapon.
box out. Yeah.
All right. Give me some dice.
All right, so I believe that's 8 dice because it's 3 from my fighter, 2 from my sling, and 3 from help.
I love it.
Show us that maneuver.
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 There we
Look
go.
at that, 5 successes. Very good. Very good.
Nice. It's my
And I'm
4.
tempted to spend my last fate point to explode those 2 6s.
Pretty. 2 6s is a pretty good situation.
So you could, with 5 successes, you could disarm and gain position.
Right.
So you probably don't need to spend like that's pretty good. You can.
That's true.
Wait, it's not counted against their maneuver. We're just maneuvering independently.
Maneuvers
Independently.
Yep.
Independently. Yeah.
Right.
What are you doing with your 4 successes, Luke?
I think. Yeah, I think I will disarm Tarvis.
Sure.
I think one of his, in the jumble. I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe you run out of ammunition. You spill the pouch in the chaos, and you spill the stones. So you run out of ammunition, and I will impede. So you have -1d to your next action.
All right. So I actually think I do want to explode my 2 6s because I could. It would give me because if I chose to spend 4 successes, right, I could rearm.
You cannot.
But also,
you can't counter my effect on the same action. You have to rearm
you can't.
the future
Okay.
maneuver.
No, that's fair enough. Fair enough. But
That's
if I get one more,
that's a great playtest note, though.
Right. So if I get one more success, I can impede you also.
Yes, that is true.
So with 4 successes, Luke, you both disarmed and impeded. So Paul, that seems to me that you could also disarm and impede.
Yeah. So right now with 5 successes, I can gain position and disarm, which is
Right.
I see.
He can set up the next attack.
If I get one more success, I can also on top of that impede.
Yeah. Explode it
what I'll
up.
do.
Explode it up. There you go. 2 more successes.
All right.
What are you going to do with all that junk?
I can't buy impede twice, can I?
No.
Okay.
Each effect can only be purchased once.
That makes perfect sense. Well, then I'm going to definitely impede you also,
Okay.
as was foretold.
All right. So you disarm Crooked Tooth.
Yes.
Um,
And I myself am disarmed.
And do you give? Are you giving bonuses to me or just negatives
Yes.
to him?
No,
Okay.
I'm going to give a +2 bonus to you.
Okay, and that's +2 successes, not +2 dice.
No,
I
dice.
believe it's +2 dice.
Dice.
Yeah. +2 dice to you. And then +1 obstacle to him for the
Okay.
next one.
Cool.
-1 die to me.
Yeah.
Right.
-1 die. Okay. Oh wait, you are all in dim light for this one though. So I mean, it's fine. It doesn't affect that roll, but it is you got 1 more success there instead of 2 more.
Great. Okay.
So yeah, you're fine. But
Yeah. Good to
this
know.
is okay.
Dim
So
light times.
you have a net of +1 die to the next roll because I impede you. So
Okay.
And I just have -1 die to this from your.
Does it disarm only gives you a -1?
Well, the next she's disarmed, but the next spearman has a spear.
Okay.
But you did impede me in addition to all of that, so I have a net of -1 die at the moment.
Okay. All right.
Does the dim light also affect the kobolds?
No, they have an ability to see in dim light.
Cool.
You
Okay.
Ready to flip? Ready to flip?
Oh
Flip
yeah.
card?
Yep.
Okay. Boom. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Who's attacking?
It's me.
All
Kiar's
right.
attacking. And Kiar, can I get some help from some friends? What do you guys
Yes.
say?
Absolutely.
I'm charged. I've got my shield for it, but now I'm charging in and stabbing over the shield with my dagger.
I love it.
Yeah. So what Asterios is going to do is he's been pushing people back with the side of the staff, and as Kiar charges forward, Asterios is just going to yank his staff away so that them pushing against them drives them forward into the dagger.
Oh, I love it.
And what are they wearing? What is their outfit kind of like? You described it before, and I
feathers and bones. Yeah.
Excellent, good. So what I want to do, since I'm bone wise, is I want to be able to.
Oh, bone wise, you say?
Right, exactly. So that's
You're
what I'm gonna.
good.
What I'm gonna do, and I want to point out that the way that those are structured, I know how bones fracture when they're hit. So if you actually hit right on his head crest, it'll
drive the bone
down
shards into
drive
him.
a fragment of the bone,
Yeah.
leaving that bone in exactly this particular kind of way.
Yeah. Bonesaw is ready.
I'm gonna sweep my tail at anyone who's out of the way. Like I'm just gonna keep them in the cure zone.
Kiar
Oh.
zone.
Nice. Okay.
All right. So I've got 2 for fighter,
Yep.
3 for help, and 1 more from Paul's maneuver. So that gives me 66.
Yep.
I want to win big. I don't like winning medium. I want to win big. And
Are you a gambling
so
man?
I don't feel like this is boasting or demanding or running. Like I could make some like weak Corey-esque cases as to why this is one of those things.
Yeah, I think this is the time. You
I've
preserve
got
your nature.
one persona point left, and you know what I like having is 0 persona points. That like will to live. That's old stuff. It's for olds.
That's great. And so you preserve your 3 nature for this moment?
Yeah. So my 3
Nice.
nature is getting taxed down to 2 nature, but I'm adding 3 dice to this roll.
Nice.
Do you have any traits you want to use here?
Loner, so nope, and Between Two Worlds, so nope.
Yeah.
I keep trying to be Between Two Worlds, but everything in this last couple sessions here is incredibly mortal, and it is making me question how important the Between Two Worlds stuff is, I will say. Anyway, are we ready to go?
Yeah. Oh.
Excellent, great. I've got 5 successes. And spoilers. Spoilers. I'm going to explode that die.
You
I got 2
murder
6s.
a lot of them. You murder her whole honor guard.
Yeah.
We're not done yet.
We're not done yet because I'm rolling 2 more dice. For 2 more successes.
Oh, that 6 keeps going.
And the 6 keeps going.
Oh, the 6 keeps going without me having to spend more dice?
Yep.
All right, great. All right, doesn't matter. But there you go.
All right. I got 3 successes, which will knock Kiara out.
Wait, hold on. I can split that 3 successes, 1 to me, 1 to Asterios, 1 to Tarvis, right?
No, you absorb the full brunt of the hit.
All right, so Kiara charges in there, and he's stabbing, and somebody stabs him through with a spear, and he does the bullshit thing where he runs up the spear and stabs the hell out of the guy that stabbed him with the spear, and stabs a few more people before passing out from blood loss.
All right, so Kiara could split his shield here and just that be the end of it, or you can distribute that 1 point.
No, I'll distribute that 1 point. Asterios, you were doing the staff thing, and it was a good call, but it also put you in the line of danger.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
Yeah, it was either Asterios or Reyna, because Reyna's swinging the tail around it. But
yeah,
I think the staff thing, it's a good move, but it comes with some manner of risk.
Sure, absolutely.
Kiara hits the ground, and he's just grinning as he falls.
That was a mighty attack. And swept the room. Knocked the table over. And now you're on the far side of the room, like kind of you've turned around to face them. The people are like trying to hustle past you and like get out. And you can hear the young woman like come, uncle.
Ma'am, what's your accent? Can't quite place it.
Yeah, we'll get there. Definitely like she's reaching longingly out for her uncle there.
Uncle Pegleg.
Shall we flip the final card in the middle?
Yeah.
What's it gonna be?
We'll find out. Ours is defend.
Yeah.
Fucking of course.
Whoop.
So Crooked Tooth is down. Looks like she's like panting and wounded, and and then she just leaps up at the last minute, but she is disarmed.
Yeah, she
is. This is where this pays. She has a -1 die penalty straight up. So she leaps at Asterios, who maybe bought her act.
Yeah, for sure. I was about to do something really cool.
All right. Asterios can't wear any armor, so Asterios is knocked to the side.
Yeah.
Knocked out, and Kiara, Kiara, you have to nominate a new conflict captain since you're out.
I'm gonna nominate Reyna, she's doing the important task of carrying the guy, and it's like the thing we're trying to do. So Reyna's the conflict captain.
Who do you want to take that additional point of damage, Reyna? You or Tarvis?
Tarvis, because I am better defend.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. With the same. Yeah, that's great.
So, so she's among you now. This beefy kobold who's twice as big as Sawback, and she's injured, winded,
Disarmed.
Though she will have a chance if she has another weapon for this. She might have a chance to re-equip. Let me look, because it's between rounds. You can change weapons between rounds.
But you can't pick up a weapon that's been disarmed from you.
Correct. That's where you have to use the maneuver to rearm.
Cool.
No. She does not have any other appropriate weapons available to her. So she remains disarmed. All right. I will choose.
Hide. Yeah.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Paul.
All right. I want to win. I want to win. All right. Select your actions.
All right.
Excellent.
Yeah. So she just to give you a bit more narrative, right. So she survives Kiara's attack. She kind of rope-a-dopes Asterios, who's about to do something very cool, but it was very slow, barrels him over, is among Tarvis and Reyna, and turns around to assess the room, looks at the prisoners, looks at her fallen soldiers, and is planning her next move. So choose your actions. So one of you will go twice in this round, and one of you will go.
And
once.
do you have to alternate?
It has to be me. I have to go because I also didn't go last
and
round.
I'm disarmed, so you totally should. So my feeling on this one is that we ideally want to
wait, Tarvis, can't you rearm now?
I've got to have a maneuver success in order to
No. To get your sling back, you would have to do that. But if you have another weapon,
I don't.
He doesn't have another weapon.
You don't have a dagger?
No.
Oh, dang.
So basically, we ideally want to get a defend in there for some stuff back to get a better compromise, right? So
careful.
Right, exactly. So I
win this as soon as possible.
Right, but I suspect that if Luke put another feint in there, he probably put it in first.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think we should.
So
attack
I think we should go maneuver, defend, attack.
I think we should attack.
Because maneuver also, but we can win it, right? Maneuver defends also, right? Maneuver subtracts from attack successes.
Does feint mess with maneuver?
No.
Feint will damage a maneuver.
Will it damage the maneuver?
Yeah, I think we should. I think
it's a versus test.
But it's a versus test. But it's a versus test. So it's attack. So if we have a really good maneuver, right? Sorry if I'm wrong. Making sure I understand the rules. But a really good maneuver will defend us against.
Oh, no, it's independent. It's independent against feint. Is independent against maneuver. Sorry. So it will damage a maneuver.
Okay.
I honestly think that we want to open up with the first thing being an attack with an attempt to just end this as cleanly as possible.
Right. So attack, defend, attack.
Something like that, yeah.
That seems super legit then. So then it'll go Reyna, Tarvis.
Our favorite thing.
Yeah. It's up to you, Tommy. You're the leader.
Well, so I would say that makes Tarvis you're defending. What are you defending? What's your will?
My will is 5.
Oh, okay, great. That's perfect then. Okay,
so
then yes, that's correct.
Penalties, but
great.
It's at least reasonable.
I'm gonna help by bleeding in a really inspirational way.
Yeah,
it's great.
Man.
The music's rising.
Yeah,
kobold music.
Yeah.
Does that work?
Yeah, I'm curious to see if this works. It's either attack, defend, attack, or maneuver. I'm curious. All right, let's see what happens.
All right.
Let's do it.
Oh boy.
Ready, Tommy?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's right.
She tries to rally her troops.
That's right. No rally for you. Get wrecked.
Should have fainted.
No, I wouldn't be much.
No, I'm saying we should have fainted.
Yes, you should have led with a feint.
Is this? Let me ask you this: is this a versus?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, this is a versus test.
Okay.
So we just got to overwhelm this.
So
versus
this will
test.
count as a test for advancement as well.
Interesting.
Yeah, so if you get more successes than Luke does, then
Oh yeah, that's
the
a
defend
question.
doesn't revive anyone.
So I did
So-
on.
Go
Her
ahead.
might is equal.
Mhm.
Oh wait, Christopher.
Yeah, buddy.
We're gonna retcon this.
I did.
You went against her soldiers on your action. On your,
Yeah, I wrecked him.
you wrecked them, which means that you had a might bonus in your favor,
Oh.
which means that she has 1 hit point left.
Oh my God.
There you go. Good. Glad we sorted that out. She has
That's
3
a
dice.
Luke, look how nice you're being. What's wrong with you? Are you okay? Are you dying?
This is not necessarily nice.
No, it's not. I took a nap before we played.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
So,
I
the
drank you on next Wednesday afternoon.
She has, so just so you know, she would normally be rolling 4 dice. She has 3 dice to roll because she's disarmed,
Sure.
and her might is 3. So there's going to be no free bonus.
Might tide.
Yep.
Tide might.
All right. So
So
now,
walk me through the possibilities here again. Like if we
If we overwhelm the defend, we just win.
So
correct.
if you overwhelm the defend, then we win. If we tie, then nothing happens, right?
No, there's nothing ties in this game. You always go to a tiebreaker test.
Okay.
Or you
So
break the tie in my favor.
Right. So we want to win.
If
We
you
just
put,
wanna-
this is the problem here.
Right.
Is it? I know you want to like stall to try to rebuild your own dispo to reduce
No.
the compromise, which is fine. But I'm going to be able to. Oh, actually, I don't get to put another person back in the fight until I heal up all of my lost hit points.
Right.
So
So we definitely do.
Well, no, because if we go to a tie, then he gets a point of damage on us, or we
no. I
No.
recover a hit point. I recover a hit point. If we go to a tie, I recover a hit point.
Correct.
You don't take damage.
Yeah, we can't take damage from him doing a defend.
Okay. But we just beat him.
So in fact, there's
so
like
because the other thing is, and this is like if I only need 1 failed fighter test to level up.
right.
Oh God.
No.
Yes!
Not to level up, just to skill up.
There's a skill up, right?
Yes!
To advance my skill.
Right. Perfect.
So do we think we should go to the defend and try to boost back up?
Are we going to defend enough to make up the difference for whatever he does at the same time?
Maybe he
What-
can put feint next, and then the defend will be useless.
Right?
All right. Fair enough.
But I mean, just roll him. Maybe but there's no downside.
Well, but
now.
the question Tommy's asking is, should he invoke traits? Should he invoke his nature? Should he go hard on this?
Should he try to fail?
He could also, eat it with a trait. He could.
I mean, I am not like just playing. It obviously doesn't make sense for Reyna, it's story wise to be like, I'm going to fail this one. So like,
Right.
this is not like, I'm not going to make this decision selfishly at that
Right.
level. Like the question is just like, what's better overall for the group? I take the point that, either a feint or an attack next could be a lot of trouble for us.
If you lose 1 more point of disposition, things get much worse for you.
Right. I think we
now-
want to end this now.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
This is probably a victory that you can stomach right now.
Okay. Then I am going. Yeah. All right. Well, then I am going to. Let's see. I guess I can invoke. So I am going to. So this is who took down Asterios.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So I am going to like step over, sort of like put myself between Asterios's body and this kobold, and just like I kind of want to do like just like a jumping stab, so that like the extra weight I'm carrying also comes down with the knife.
So you go full hold your call for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love it.
Yep. And that is my second. I guess I haven't used it for a +1 yet.
Use it against yourself.
I used it against myself, and I've used it. I ended up using Devil May Care against myself.
Oh, right.
But
Okay.
cool.
All right. So Tarvis, can you help here?
I think like I'm still kind of helping move him along. I feel like actually what Tarvis would do here to help is that you're still like supporting this old guy that I care about a lot. really deeply. And so like to give you more room to maneuver to do this, I'll come and take some of his weight.
Great.
Yeah, maybe,
Yeah, because I care about getting him out real well. And
yeah, let me ask. So what do I know what how many dice you're rolling, Luke?
3 dice.
And I'm gonna roll also 3. But instead I'm going to invoke my nature here. I'm gonna invoke breaking.
Oh. 3 dice, but you have fighter 2.
Oh, plus fighter 2, hold recall 1. Help is 4. Help would make it 4.
Yeah.
So this feels important. This feels like a critical moment. I'm gonna do that.
All right.
Spent like 3 persona points this session, but I guess we don't have that many conflicts.
Yeah, I spent every single one of my fate and persona points.
Yeah, so did I.
Oh, I forgot the thing, but that's a lot of successes. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Those are 6 successes.
Wow. Yeah. All right. So Raina turns into this hideous troll.
Yeah.
And starts slashing madly at the tooth, this powerful kobold, and she just gets terrified and runs, just like, what the fuck is this thing? Right. Raina just keeps changing shape, and and her cloak is like covering her completely, and then it's just a little cape, and then just Tarvis like holds onto the old man. It's like, there, don't look.
Nice.
And so Raina just like maybe lands like a hard blow on her and stuns her in that exchange, and she scatters. Her soldiers scatter. The Sawtooth soldiers have scattered, and you just hear a voice in the darkness saying, "Come this way, you're almost there."
We go, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, am I bleeding on the ground? Is that the situation?
You were stunned. It turns out you got slashed in the side or something, but you're stunned.
Yeah. I've had worse.
So I think that the compromise here is that not everybody makes it out. Half the prisoners make it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All of us make it out, though.
Yes, all of you make it out. Unless one of you wants to trade yourself for one of the prisoners.
Nah, I'm good.
One of the prisoners?
Can I?
What's a life worth, Tommy?
Let me ask you this: are the 3 pretty good prisoners? Because
let me ask you this, Luke. If I get possessed by some of the prisoners, can I take more of them out?
Shall we go to our 4th conflict of the night? The young woman, Ilsa, leads you out, candle in hand. She's filthy. Her hair is matted as you get closer. She's been living down here on the run from the kobolds, avoiding them for days, trying desperately to find a way to free her uncle. And she leads you through one cave where it stinks like kobold, and there's some broken beer casks in there, out into another cave that looks familiar. There's a pit on the left-hand side, and there's a winding tunnel ahead of you, and she follows the tunnel, and you emerge in the cellar of the house of the 3 squires. With a half dozen people plus Jorg, the guy you particularly dragged out.
Good thing we've got this rope tied here. It'll be easy to get back up into the.
Yeah. Ronwald is there to greet you. He's flabbergasted and amazed that you're alive. And stunned that you have saved some of his family, his brother and his daughter, and some of his guests.
His brother, who's only ever had only one foot, so I don't see what the problem is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was hungry and exhausted, so
I feel that.
Foot looked good.
Tarvis, as you're handing up your, and helping prisoners, the escapees rather, up, you hear like this whining, this like, and this scrabbling coming from somewhere in the cellar.
Oh, yeah, I definitely want to go look. I want to try to find out what that is.
The sound leads you to one of the walls of the cellar where there's a pump. It seems to be ancient brickwork, kind of rotten mortar. And it's there seem to be gaps in the brick. And you hear there's this like animal whining coming from the other side.
Is it possible to move some bricks to kind of like get at what's in there?
Yeah, absolutely. So you move some bricks, and this dog on the other side begins barking and snapping at you as you're moving bricks.
I shout to my friend, like, there's a dog back here. Does anyone know, like, does the guy know? Like, anyone know about this dog?
My dog, he says. My puppy.
Oh, great. Well, I let it out.
I thought they killed him. So it's terrified, though. It won't come out. It's terrified. Do you want?
Can I use criminal?
Yeah. So I want to like open it up so that I can get out, and then ideally go. I want to get this dog out for him also.
Let's make a peasant test.
Oh, hey.
Oh, great. Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to? I told all of you. Do you want to come over, Kiara?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do a thing.
Yeah, I want to come over also to this puppy.
Yeah.
It's terrified.
I think a group of us will help it be less terrified.
It's you don't know how it ended up behind a brick wall.
How it got bricked in over here.
Right. Is there a cask of Amontillado in there?
There appears to be another chamber behind that brick wall.
Oh, good. You know what? We're feeling fresh. Let's go for it. You guys are fresh, right?
It's
so clean.
How do you lure the dog out?
So I've got some food on me.
Nah, that'll do it.
Dogs like food.
Classically.
Okay.
A little food in my hand.
Are you Kiara, are you helping?
Yeah, I'm definitely helping. I'm gonna get like real down low on the ground and be like, come here. If I do that too much, the cat's gonna come over.
I'm a little yeah.
All right. Toss in a helping die. Tarvis, you don't have the skill though.
No, this is health, right?
I
don't have the skill.
Yeah. What is it? I don't have the skills in front of me at the moment.
Peasant is. Oh shoot, I don't have that one either.
I believe it's health. It was health last time.
It was health. Okay.
I've made an untrained peasant test before.
Yeah. All right. So just odd one.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna roll.
Yeah, I failed.
And you get plus one die for the food. And,
right. So I roll 2. That's a 3. 3.
And help. Yeah.
6. All right. What could go wrong? 3 successes.
Hey.
You rescue the dog of the 3 squires.
That's great.
And so.
What does it give us?
Well, a friendly dog. It's very happy. Yeah. It's licking your hands. It's rubbing up against you.
Oh, good boy.
Against your legs. It seems it's wagging its tail furiously.
That's great. Is the guy happy to see it?
Yeah.
Absolutely great.
Hey, the guy. Here's a dog.
I want to get it up to.
I'll trade this dog for 49% of your. Yeah,
we're gonna get there. We're gonna get to that.
All right.
With my new business partners.
So, Ronwald looks at you and says, "Are they gone?"
Definitely.
Some of them are gone.
You know what?
It's a work in progress.
You can keep the percents of the end, and we're just gonna go.
No, that's speak for yourself, Kiar.
Well, I'm just saying, like, this has a kobold problem still.
This even more reason for us to come on as partners.
So Ronwald is we'll wrap up here with just
Yeah.
one thing. Like Runwald's like, oh well, no matter. And Kiara, you just notice he keeps flicking his eyes down. He's like looking at you, like, you know, looks at Asterios and looks back at you, and then he looks at your chest, and then he licks his lips, and then he looks back, and you know, and he's just like, and then he looks at your chest, and then.
Kiara's about to be real obvious and straightforward like he usually does, and then he stops and he looks back and forth and he looks at his stereos and he goes, "Hey, I think this guy really wants the key that I have around my neck, and I was gonna just ask him if he wants it, but I think I'm gonna say maybe you want to do like, I think he wants his key, and maybe it's like leverage." I'm out of my depth.
All right, we'll stop there, and we'll pick up with leveraging Runwald.
With Asterios, just a huge grin spreading across his
I love that image.
Yeah. Great. Let's wrap up. Let's do the end of session.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna actually, just for posterity's sake, I'm gonna share this out. But okay, so end of session. So let's review beliefs. So Kiara,
oh man, no, I'm screwed. There's my belief is that which exists beyond the physical realm is more important than mere mortal concerns, and if anything, I can make a case for my creed being in question.
Okay, all right. I want to say I did warn you that this would be a mundane pit stop before we get to the crazy spiritual stuff.
Yeah, no. As Christopher, I have no problems with this. As Kiara is actually struggling with this, but Christopher's like, no, that makes perfect sense. It's great.
Yeah.
So.
The bridge one though, we're gonna get you.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Death Omen for real.
Yeah.
All right. Tarvis. Belief?
I did nothing related to any of my things this entire session, basically.
What?
Yeah.
How?
I had my last bit of food I gave to a dog, so I didn't feed my friends. I'm working on struggling with all folk being fundamentally good as my creed, but I haven't succeeded in my goal of cooking a delicious meal in a real kitchen. Maybe working toward that, theoretically. I don't know. And I didn't stack up on food. So I did nothing related to anything.
All right. Tarvis needs to broaden out.
Well, Tarvis, you should have gotten that foot. If you grabbed that foot, you could have stocked up on food.
I know.
Why did Tarvis want to save the dude? I thought that was part of your belief. That's why you wanted to save him.
No, I want, that is working toward the goal of, like, I think people are fundamentally good, and Tarvis is like a nice person and just wants to save people. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, if I save a bunch of these people, I can definitely get this in.
All right. All right. So fate point for working toward it then.
Yeah.
Stereos, your belief?
My belief, I think I did actually do my belief. Given sufficient information, I can solve anything. Like Asterios trying to interface with all of the terrified people, and everyone being like, "Oh, I know fear." Like, he's not trying to help them escape. He's like, "Oh, I can explain this to you with logic."
I can explain this to you with fear.
Yeah.
Also, you were totally like 100% in on the trick conflict. I think it was your idea, wasn't it? Yeah. So, So yeah, all right. So fate point there, Tommy.
Oh yeah, people get what they deserve. I didn't unbuckle people.
All right, that's a fate point. Strong fate point.
Oh yeah, I killed it on my columns this time.
All right. Well, what's your goal then? Let's start with you.
I will leave intact.
Oh.
All right. Persona point. Asterios' goal?
No, test the limits of Hadavash's control. I don't think anything.
Yeah, we didn't quite get
so
there.
Is the rule you get a persona point for working towards it?
No, for accomplishing it.
Yeah,
accomplishing
it is a point for working towards it.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
Tarvis, goal?
Yeah, I didn't cook a delicious meal yet.
All right, right. But we gave you the persona point for working toward it. Okay.
For the fate point, yeah.
Yep. Or the fate point rather. And Christopher, goal?
I want resources so I can worry less about mortal means. I'm working towards it, but I still have not completed it.
Right. Okay, that's a fate point. Great.
Yeah.
100%. And yeah, especially with that last scene with the key, like just tying it all together there.
Really. I'm trying. I really want some resources so I can stop wanting resources.
And anyone's instinct help the group?
Mine is to protect my self-image, and I switched like as soon as I took the necklace, I was like, oh, I am a good person. I can start helping out now.
You didn't say that.
You didn't say that at all.
I did
say it.
I said that out loud. I was like, you know what? Since I got this, I must deserve it. I'm a good person.
All right. Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
Yeah, this is not an accident, you guys. I did not like accidentally fucking run my what you fight for column here.
But this is a good way to, like, I see how you can construct things. So you build a belief that makes you harm the group. And then you can have an instinct that just is like act in a normal way that brings you back. And then you'll get points both ways.
You're correct. That's
Yeah,
right.
that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Generally, we recommend like having something that points to someone else in the group, you know, having something that points into the situation or something you want to explore in the situation. And then something that just like interests you in terms of like your character. That those are pretty reliable formats to earn in the game.
Yeah.
So wait, is that everybody for goal?
No, it's only one. For goal, yes, we're already on to instincts.
Yeah. Oh, for instinct. Sorry. I'm sorry. Instinct.
We've only done Reina for instincts.
Yeah. Corey for instinct.
There was no magical phenomena, so no.
Yeah. Sorry. Tarvis, no instinct, and Christopher, instinct.
Now, always find a way to commune with the otherworldly. I failed at that.
Yeah.
All There's no otherworldly.
MVP, team worker, Gallows humor. So who? Yeah, this is a lot happened.
Yeah.
Who critted? Like who? You know.
Well, Kiar had that huge attack.
Oh, that's fair.
There was a really big attack and a really big cool trick. Like that was all. I liked all that stuff.
Yeah, and who is the team worker?
Probably Reina, right?
Fuck off, Tommy. Actually, fuck off.
Yeah, team worker is for the person who's like laboring behind the scenes, spending their resources for the team, right? Who's not in the limelight, who doesn't make the big role.
Right.
Honestly, I could make resources in terms of I could actually make a case for Kiara on that, and that Kiara's the one that's had torches, and Kiara has spent all but one of his torches on this process. Additionally, I was blowing through Fate and Persona points just to give us position on stuff.
Well, I mean,
I think that's a pretty strong argument.
Well, then, who's the MVP? What was a critical role?
So
critical moment.
I think it was probably instigating the fight, right? Like between the kobold tribes.
Certainly wasn't the get captured conflict. Yeah.
No, that one just worked for them.
Maybe the trick. Yeah.
I like the trick. The
trick was the most successful thing we did all night.
Yeah. Who pulled off the trick?
I mean, I was the conflict captain, but I don't know if I
I feel like that was an Asterios and Reina situation.
Yeah, I was entirely out of that. I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do y'all think for
Well, I did spend a fuck ton of resources on.
I think Asterios.
Asterios.
That's great. Asterios for MVP and then Kiar for team worker.
Cool.
That sounds cool.
What does that generate?
Can I persona points? Can I award Kiar the Gallows humor for I'm out of my depth?
That's really good. Yeah.
That was a great punchline for the session.
Thanks. What's that generate?
Another persona point.
Oh, dang.
Thanks, y'all.
I think it's like leverage.
So once we level up, how many more Fate and Persona points do we need to spend for our next level?
I think it's 7 and 7 for the next one, and then it starts to diverge a little bit. So you should be on your way to 3rd level at this point, right?
Yeah. I'm 1 Persona point away from 3rd level.
Wow.
Right. So let us. Honestly, this is the problem with Squires, is that it's so huge. Let us find a way to get you to town next session and get you your levels.
Can we get
next session? We're going to a bridge.
Town?
Well, there'll be a town on the way to the bridge. Can you get? You can only get 1 level per town.
Got it.
So We will hopefully not need to do a double town phase ever again. I never want to do that again.
I don't know. Maybe the town market will be closed. Tor, are you listening?
No, there's another town where if you roll on a table, it says you can't level in this town.
You can't level. That's right.
Like,
That's right.
no leveling
Well,
here.
you can't any of the like procedural stuff like Camper Town. There's always a roll to go in, and there's always a chance that it just is not there. Like it's on fire, or it's been washed away in a flood or whatever. So
the trick is, if we're gonna go to a town, I need some goddamn resources, Raina.
I don't know what you're talking.
I know you don't. I know you don't. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, Asterios and Raina might be able to do some bargaining on your behalf. With
that's worked really well in the past.
Yeah, every time I've haggled, it's gone swimmingly.
That's why I told you about this key, is I thought you could really nail it.
Yeah.
I love that the foreseeable end result for like the beginning of next session is like you all taking whatever Ronwall is worth and then saying like, and just burn this place down.
Like we'll own 51% of the land. It'll be good enough.
What are you gonna do? You're not going back down there.
No.
It's
I don't
full
know.
of angry kobolds.
I kind of want to prepare Mystic Porter and go back and get all that booze.
Yeah, me too. And we could get the booze to run the inn. I think we just go down there and Tower of Curathungal it, right? We just do tricks all the way down to get them to fight.
Right.
Set every faction against each other.
Just constant tricking.
You could just head back north to Asktov. You could be there this evening. Retool, refuel, level up, come back and like, all right, cool.
Fuck shit up, yeah.
I'm in.
You guys want to go?
I'm gonna buy a brace of shields.
We're never getting to that Death Omen. Fuck it.
You know what? There could be. Why go look at a scary bone bridge when there's an inn to run?
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Oh, I can't wait till we get to that part.
We'll be level 5 before we get to the bridge, and then it'll just be better.
Yeah, it would be like, oh,
and there will be no consequences for the delay.
Right.
Not at all.
None.
The consequences will be we'll have an inn.
Yeah.
We'll have fought kobolds.
Yeah. It'll be higher level. It'll be great.
Wow. Cool. Super fun. Thank you.
Yeah, this was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's nice to see you all like starting to click into the system and seeing like starting to make the decisions both relevant to the system but also relevant to the world and relevant to your characters. Like that's one of the things that we always try to do with our systems is we try to make sure that anytime you're making a decision that you're weighing a number of factors. You're weighing like the like a moral decision, you're weighing a tactical decision, and resource-based decision. Anyway, wait, Christopher's telling me to leave.
Nope, I'm not.
No,
that is not what I'm telling you at all.
It's not for you.
Yeah.
I see.
You set this up.
All right. I guess wait, how do I stop the YouTube then?
Who can say? I don't know.
I'm gonna stop recording.
It's still live on YouTube.
I'm gonna stop live stream. Bye everybody. That was really fun.
Bye. Thank you.